Sunday, get ready for that prime time Sunday. Babe, how you doing? You doing all right? Holding in there, right? Yeah. Because every time you turn on every time you look at your dailies, all your sites are saying just nasty things about today. We've been here before. And we'll come out. It's a tailspin, but we'll pull out. The team's got too much talent. Too much talent missing, but, still, the depth is there, and they'll be fine. In fact, let's get right into it. The Niners versus Rams game coming up this primetime Sunday night is huge for both clubs. LA would love nothing better than to add to their cushion over the Niners in the NFC West standings, of course, and keep pace with the the fake front-running Hawks. Will come. I give it 3 more weeks. 3 more weeks. Watch what happens to the Hawks. Psst. Meanwhile, the Niners need a confidence-building win to stop the bleeding of this 2020 season. Hey, what's up, Niners? You got too much talent out there. Jimmy G, get your butt in gear. And we're talking, I tell you, he's got to do it this week, too, because, now he's going to shake the confidence of the front office if he does it. So, yeah, Jimmy G is definitely under the spotlight. We're taking your phone calls and recording your predictions this Friday night, fam, for that outcome prediction. So you go ahead and give that to us. Think about that for a moment. Let's go over a couple other things, though, before we get to that. And by the way, get over the return. Don't expect the 49ers to get any defensive lineman help anytime soon from Ronnie Blair or Julian Taylor. And Weston Richburg. Oh, Weston, man, you got to go. Weston, every single year you've been with us, it's no Weston Richburg at some portion of the year. Come on, man. God. I don't know what's the problem. Shannon revealed that today that Blair suffered a setback with his recovery from that ACL injury he sustained last season that will push back his return. I was dreaming of having Blair and Kerry Hyder. I said, you know what? If I got Kerry Hyder and Ronnie Blair, I got Nick Bosa and D Ford light. And I'll take D Ford and Nick Bosa light opposed to nothing but just Kerry Hyder by himself. And fam, keep your fingers crossed that nothing happens to Kerry. Man. Ronald Blair, he did have a setback. According to coach, he said he had to redo some things to his knee. Some stuff that messed up in it. He is doing a lot better from that, but that's why he's going to be a couple of weeks longer than expected. I'll quote from Coach. All 3, in fact, aren't expected to return until sometime between weeks 10 and 12 now. And so by that time, the season is already pretty much whatever it's going to be, right? Oh, I mean, there are those hypotheticals, but, you don't want hypotheticals. You want like last year. We're not going to get anything like last year because, let's face it, the team has been dismantled since last year for the most part. So the 49ers now are going to go on Kyle Shanahan and Robert Saleh's wisdom as coaches as how to deal. Because Shanahan's had less talent before than he had last year and didn't do badly. So we're going to see. He never got to the level he did with the Atlanta Falcons, of course, in last year's 49ers, but he still competed. So this team has built a lot of character since last year. So they shouldn't be counted out just yet. Those guys will be each eligible to return from the PUP to perform sooner. Shanahan says they won't be healthy enough to do so until later, though. All 3 players will remain on the PUP for now. Meanwhile, Coach Shanahan starts off his press today with all kinds of bad news. He starts out with, all right, guys, injuries for today. Kwan Alexander is out. Marcel Harris is questionable. Dante Johnson is out. Of course, we didn't say anything about that. Emmanuel Mosley is questionable, and Jeff Wilson's questionable? Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Cue the eulogy, Kyle. I just come out here and say, go to hell. It's rough. When we get injuries, we don't fool around. We can dominate the league when we get injuries. Everybody gets hurt. But anyway, I picked out some questions from the Q&A today with Kyle Shanahan. Did you see Kyle Shanahan? You know how everybody's noticing Kyle Shanahan's like coming into the booth now? Let me go ahead. Well, yeah, I wouldn't look at it that way, but, it's... Kyle! Look, Kyle, you can't get down in the mouth. We have to look at you You have to you have to exude a little bit of confidence, make us feel good. You look like we feel. Come on, Kyle. Don't come back to the pressers like that again. You're freaking me out. Kyle looks like a man that's just whipped, beaten, and just done. Of course, you don't lose that much talent, I guess. You do feel a little inadequate. Anyway, question was, in terms of quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo, what did you see from him in practice this week, either on the field, in meeting rooms, in the locker room, that gives you confidence that he's got a bounce back game in him? Kyle's answer was because he looked healthy, had a good week of practice, and he played a lot of football before. I think you take that from what you take from that what you will. Next question. Given Jimmy's ankle injury, what are you looking for from him on Sunday? I guess how are you going to gauge whether he has a good game or not based on the fact that he might not be at full strength? Kyle responds with, I'm not thinking about the ankle, and I don't think he is going into the game. I think you try to get to a point where you're healthy enough to play, which a lot of guys are at, but a lot of guys have injuries they've got to play through. It's the point of where you're at in that, and I think Jimmy's at a better spot this week than he was last week. So I don't think about the ankle in that case. I expect him to go out and play well, and that's how I'll judge him. And I agree, Kyle. Come on, Jimmy. We watched Aaron Rodgers a couple of years ago. It looked like he had a broke leg, and he was out there orchestrating that offense. Get your butt in gear, Jimmy. And you got me supporting you for now, but I'm going to get mad in a minute. Another question. Next question. A couple of guys, I think after the game, Jimmy and linebacker Fred Warner mentioned just kind of finding your identity as a team. I thought this was a very interesting question. He says, I know last year the identity kind of fed off of you had a destructive defensive line. You see, because everything sort of like grew out from the fact that 49ers were going to beat you to death on defense, right? And so now we don't really have that. And a lot of us said at the beginning, well, the defense is a little less potent than last year. Maybe the offense will carry us. Well, Jimmy, Kyle, let's go, man. And Kyle responded to that with a couple of guys, I think. Another question. Obviously, that may not be the case for the rest of the season. Do you understand what they're saying? And obviously, every time you have the ball, you want to score a touchdown. But does the offense maybe have to take over some of the identity and lead the team? Yes. Perfect question. Maybe that's why Kyle's coming into the every press conference like, all right, go ahead. God. Kyle responded with, I think you play football as good as you can, and whatever you ended up doing consistently ends up being your identity. So I'm not going to say which way it has to go. I think everyone's got to play the best they can. I got to coach the best I can, and I haven't seen that yet. So that's why we're still trying to do. I think our identity last year just started out by starting out 8-0. I mean, our first game, it wasn't exactly that way. Our second game, it was good on both sides versus Cincinnati in a blowout. You started to build up just 1 week at a time, and eventually we look up and we're undefeated. I think our identity came through that and being just extremely confident that we can handle whatever. I think we did that throughout the year. I think we won games on defense. We won games on offense. We won it on special teams. We're trying to figure that out right now. When you have 2 wins and 3 losses, you're not exactly sure yet. Duh. We're trying to string together some things consistently, and when we do that, we'll find out what makes our team the most. But it's been a while here, a little there, but when we start playing all together, then we'll know what the identity is. And see, I've been looking for this too, because for all intents and purposes, the 49ers have come into the season looking like as if the preseason, of course, has a huge impact, but everybody in the league went through that same preseason. So come out of it. You guys, it should be a whole new learning experience. So I saw that, and I said, that's such a good question for Kyle. Kyle, what's going on, man? You guys don't know who you are anymore? Anyway, but from knowing that, fam, the Niners really got after it this week. Gives me a pretty big confidence. because they did have a great practice this week and did everything as George Kittle was talking about. I'm going to go ahead. The Niners are a 3.5 underdog in this game. The over-under is set at 49.5. So I'm not going to tell you anything unexpected. I'm not about to sit here and tell you the Rams are going to win this game. I don't give a damn if anybody calls me Homer, Homer, Homer. Give me 3 names, last name, first name, Homer, last name, Homer. I am not about to sit here and predict the 49ers to lose. So I figure this is a bounce back week for Jimmy G. We saw him against the Saints, who shocked me even he shocked me that week. I figured this week, those guys have been together now for 2 or 3 weeks, including Debo, and they should be ready to do some real damage. Jimmy says he says that ankle's feeling great. Him and the 49ers will win this game 31-27. See, I say that because the defense is not going to be able to contain the Rams all game long, but I do think the 49ers are going to outlast them this week. Show a little fortitude. Let that character from last year rise up and get out there and stop being losers. Yeah, I said it. I ain't shame either. I'll back it up in a minute. 31-27. Niners. One final interesting response from Coach that I got to kick out of. Update on 2 injured guys. Richard Sherman, how did those injections go for him this week? And also Ronald Blair, did he have a setback? And of course, you know about that. I think it was expected that he might be back practicing next week. No, Coach responds. No, yeah, Ronald Blair did have a setback, had to redo some things. I just told you about this. What else? Oh, it was Richard Sherman. Sherm got the injections and stuff. See, this is when you know Sherm's time is coming. You know, it used to be he'd bounce back from this kind of thing a lot easier. He had some injections. I'm not sure what that was about. I thought it was just a strained calf. Now, a strained calf doesn't usually require all this attention. You just rest it, stay off it, and you should be fine. Now, if it's worrying him about his Achilles, because you know the calf is the first cousin to the Achilles, right? So they're all down there in the same place. If Rich is feeling a little worried about that, that may be something to do with this. Kyle goes on, I know it's a matter of time of resting, and you don't go out and see if they've worked yet. And you let the injections do their course, and you see how it is, whether it's next week or the week after. So much for Sherm. I just hope Verrett continues to hold up, because it's going to be apparently, if Mosley makes it back this week, it's going to be Sherm and Mosley with Akello standing by. They're not taking Verrett. What did I say? Verrett and Mosley. Akello is not going to make Verrett sit down. Pretty much that's what Kyle said. Thank you, Kyle. God, that was, of course, that's a no-brainer, huh? Let's get it started. Hey, Arakim Jamani. Hey, what's up? I have rolled back the film. I have eaten my Wheaties. And here is my score. Niners 28, Rams 27. Yeah, we all know it's going to be close. Whatever happens, the Rams go 49ers. If they win, it's going to be close. Love the show. Go Niners. Thank you, Rakeem. All right. Got another there? There it is. Blue one there. That's it. James Harden Baird. Thanks, James. He says, how many more losses until you tank for Trevor? Let me, for those who may have just started joining the 49er or start being a fan or something like that, this organization has way too much pride and integrity. You will never, and I mean ever, see the 49ers tank for nobody. It's not going to happen. They're going to come out, especially with Kyle Shanahan, they're going to play hard. And here's something else you should probably get over as far as Trevor. Trevor Lawrence is not coming to San Francisco unless he falls to the second or third round. The 49ers don't draft quarterbacks in the first round. They haven't done that in God knows how long. That's not going to change. It's too big of a risk. Quarterbacks too often come out bust in the NFL. It's just not going to happen. So tank for Trevor. Let Joseph Smiley, idiots like that, continue with that. He may need Trevor later. Hey, let me get over here. Okay. Oh, I see now. Anthony Nagatani. Thank you, Anthony. Jared Goff is a pocket passer. Let Kerry Hyder feast. I know, but Kerry needs somebody coming from the other side. Oh, man. But Hyder's going to get him. It's 1 sack a week for Hyder. Roy boy, sup now, gang? Ronbo Sports, let's get a big win Sunday. Woof. Italian chulo. I love it. Are our practices too hard, or are our players just too soft? There's the question right there, right? Every dang week, more players taking time off. Either we need tougher players or got a new trainer. And remember the science team we brought in last year? We still got hurt. There's nothing that could save you. They may as well stop spending all that money on trainers and people trying to keep people safe. Taser X says Niners 24-21. Ray Jr. Niners 35. Rams 13. I'd love to see that. Alex, get in here. Alex.
Hey, Ronbo.
Alex.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you give me your one time?
Yeah, hopefully you get a better connection because it is a little strange. All right, you're back.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. All right, thanks. Bye.
Hey, Krusty.
Bring it over here. Hey, what's going on, man?
Krusty, man, I'm just looking at things and wondering what to expect this weekend. I refuse to give up on the 49ers. That's just me. But, Krusty, have you got some intangibles that you believe will lean toward the 49er win or loss? So what's going on in you?
My personal opinion is the 49ers are going to lay an ass whooping on the Rams. I want you to realize this.
Talking about language.
Hold on a second. I want you to realize this. The Rams are 4-1, right?
Right.
Their 4 wins are against the NFC East. That means they beat the Redskins,
Cowboys, Giants, and Jets?
the Giants, the Cowboys, and the Eagles. That's it. That's the only wins they have so far.
Yeah, but we didn't beat the Eagles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hold on a second. You can't. I understand that we didn't beat the Eagles, but we had some problems. We had some major problems.
That's true.
You know, we've sat here and we've talked on the off season about everything that we had this year on offense, everything that we had this year on defense and stuff. I understand. We lost Nick Bosa, but believe it or not, Cardinals just lost Chandler Jones, so they lost their lead pass rusher too.
Yep.
Bruce Irvin is gone from the Seahawks, so their lead pass rusher is gone too. Mm-hmm. And you know what? Who knows? Aaron Donald might be gone sometime this year as well. Everybody in the NFC West might lose their top pass rusher. So I'm not even worried about that. But the Rams have only beaten the NFC East. We could have beat the Eagles. We still have 2 more NFC East opponents, which is the Cowboys and the Redskins, which I think we will beat. Okay? I've sat back. I've watched the Rams game. I've watched us. I think that we are better than people think we are. Okay? We talked all offseason about how good our offense is going to be. Believe it or not, this week is the first time that we have close to everything that we thought we were going to possibly have.
True.
Jimmy G's back. Jimmy G's back. He has a full go week of practice with Debo, Ayuk, Kittle, Mostert, everybody. The only person we're missing on the offense right now is Jordan Reed. Okay? But we got Ross Dwelly, and we also have Charlie Warner. No problems there. You know, the only we're missing Nick Bosa. Our defense needs to get their crap back together, but I think they will because we got Mosley back on corner. We're not going to have Brian Allen. So if we take Brian Allen out of the situation last week, take 21 points away from them.
Yeah.
They only got 9 points in the first half.
True.
We would have been running the ball. We would have beat the Miami Dolphins last week if we did not have Brian Allen on the field last week.
Agreed.
We would be 3-2. And if CJ would have ran the ball in instead of trying to throw it to Kittle, we could possibly be 4-2 right, or 4-1 right now. So let's not sit here and say that we're a crap team and stuff like that. We have had bad luck. We are going to spank the Rams this week. I don't know if people are going to agree with me or not, but I think we are going to blow the Rams out of the water. I wasn't saying we were going to blow out anybody else this year, but I think we're going to blow the Rams out of the water this year because not only do we have the possibility of doing it, we have all of our guys. We just got beat by the Dolphins, and our team's going to come out there, and they're going to be ready, and they're going to beat the crap out of those Rams. It's going to be like the first game last year against the Rams. We're going to go out there and spank them.
I like the way that
We're going to beat them. We're going to beat the crap out of them.
All right. And what kind of score you got?
37-10, guys. 37-10 is my score. We're going to beat the
Go,
crap out
Krusty!
of the damn Rams.
Yes.
We're going to beat the shit out of them. This is the first time I say we're going to have a blowout this year. We're going to beat the shit out of them Rams. We're going to show them what it is. NFC East is nothing.
All right.
NFC East is nothing.
That's true. They've proven that. So yeah. All right. Well, Krusty, I got no argument. If anybody else wants to pose one, go right ahead. But as far as I'm concerned, I got Krusty's back on this one. Oh yeah.
Hell yeah! If you guys want to talk to me about this crap, I'll be in the comments all night long.
Yeah. All right.
At me, I will respond.
All right.
I'm ready for this shit.
That's good.
Let's beat the shit out of these Rams.
All right.
Let's get this going. This is the beginning of 2020, guys. Let's beat this shit.
Krusty, I'll see you Sunday to give you big time props. All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Or I'll eat crow if I have to, but I'll be good.
There you go. I love it, man. All right. Talk to you later.
Night.
Yeah. Guerrero. Thanks, family. Says, Ronbo, my score is 9-6, Rams 37. I'm going. You get up high with Krusty, and then Guerrero comes in. We got 2 field goals, and the Rams, they dominate us all day for 37. He says, I love my Niners, but Shanahan has issues. Well, you got to call it like you feel. I respect that. All right. Thanks for that contribution too. Hey, Alex, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm here. How do I sound?
Yeah, it's a little better now. It still sounds like you might take a throat lozenge, but yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Well, how you doing, Ronbo? You having a good night, man?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. You know, because I got a feeling the 49ers after last week, and that beating was just in time to wake up some things in some people's minds and get these guys build a fire and get them motivated because they got to be tired of the humiliation. They know they're a better team than this. So yeah, I feel good about this. Yeah. Krusty was right.
Yeah.
But what are you thinking?
Yeah, well, I'm with Krusty now. We're going to beat them, but I don't know if it's going to be a blowout. That just seems a little bit of a stretch for me right now. But I do think we're going to win. Yeah. I don't know what the score was going to be, but I'm pulling out. I'm calling a win here, and the reason I think that we can win is because our defense is a pretty good matchup against the Rams offense. I've been watching a lot of Rams highlights. It hasn't been like full games, it hasn't been all 22, but Ronbo, this dude Goff, he can only throw on play action. He is a glorified Kirk Cousins. Okay, He cannot stand in the pocket and make throws. They all have to be off play action. All his big passes are off play action. And what does play action live off of? The run. Mm-hmm. If we shut down the run and make this dude Goff shotgun pass, he's not going to get the job done. He threw a pick last week against the Redskins, and it was a shotgun pass. He skipped the ball to somebody in the red zone, shotgun pass.
Yeah, I did see a highlight with that. Yeah.
Right. It honestly looked pretty similar to Jimmy's throw or his first interception that he had last week. So I think that there's a solid chance that our defense can shut down this Rams offense if we shut down the run. But I'm telling you, Ronbo, we got to keep an eye on Jimmy Ward this week. He's not had a good season. He's been burned. He's gave up like 65 yards after the catch.
Really?
And, I've never really been a believer in Jimmy Ward. I thought that our pass rush kind of masked his coverage ability last year. But we're going to see. We're going to see this week if Ward can handle it because he might come up and work on Kupp in the slot. But going back to kind of what Krusty was saying about like Brian Allen last week and our defense, that was the only way they were scoring. They were the only way they were scoring was on Brian Allen. So not a lot of teams have tape on how to really beat this defense because all the Dolphins did last week was target Brian Allen, and we know that we're not going to have Brian Allen on the field this week.
Yeah.
So I'm liking our defense.
God.
I'm liking our defense.
I agree. And in fact, if defense has played, all the guys out there were a few unfamiliar guys, right? All those guys have been playing together now for 4 or 5 weeks. Okay, you guys know each other now. Let's get busy out there. I agree.
Yep.
That defense could be a little tougher this week than it has been in the past 2 or 3.
And we got great linebackers to shut down the tight end because we know that all they like to do is play action roll out to their tight ends. That's what they or the flats.
Yep.
That's what they love to do. And we got great linebackers to combat their offense. Offensively, it strictly comes down to the offensive line. We got to run the ball, Ronbo. We have to establish the run because we don't want Aaron Donald pass rushing us time and time again. We know we're not going to be able to hold up like that.
Yeah.
But if we run down their throats and we tire out their defensive line and their front 7, that's when those play action passes are going to start opening up. That's just kind of how I see it.
That's good observation, too. And I like the way people are having faith in the defense because it was Brian Allen that pretty much gave that game away. You can't spot a team 21 points and stay with your game plan. After that, it's all airborne, and all you got to do is sit back and do what they did. So, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a Jason Verrett game. It's going to be a Jimmy Ward game. Those are the 2 guys that I'm looking for on defense because I think the only way that the Rams are going to be able to score on us is if they can drop back and pass on us. I don't think that we're going to shut down the run and we're going to shut down the play action because we got Drake Greenlaw and we got Fred Warner working sideline to sideline on those play action rollouts, and we know they're going to be locked down. So it's going to come down to our DB, specifically Ward and Verrett.
All right.
And mostly, So we'll see how it plays out.
See, Alex, you spotlight my dude, J-Dub. I got a feeling just because of that, J-Dub's going to have one of his better games of the season.
Hey, I hope so. He better, Ronbo. I'm pulling the plug on him too, man, because I'm getting. He hasn't. A lot of people were talking last night about how Ward needed to move to cornerback, and I kind of agreed last week. You know that he hasn't had a pick since he moved to safety.
Well, he hasn't. He's only had 2 picks that I know of, period. Somebody said 3. So, yeah,
Right.
he's not a guy that gets a lot of plays like that. He's a good guy at stopping plays, but J-Dub's not really famous for picking things off. We'll see what happens, though, during the course of the season. He needs to step that up. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Alex.
He's got to step up.
I will see you Sunday. Did you give me your score already? He gave us a score. Alex, give me your score.
Part of me doesn't want to give a score.
Well, you don't have to.
I will.
I'm
thinking, in my head, I've been thinking a lot, but I think my final is 2017 Niners.
20-17. All right, so it is going to be a really defensive battle. All right.
Yeah, I think it'll be a defensive game.
All right, Alex. We shall see you Sunday. All right, man.
All righty. Go Niners, baby. All day, every motherfucking day, baby. Yee!
All right.
Let's go, baby.
Thanks,
Lamb
Alex.
chops. Later.
Night, Alex. And guys, I do ask, remember, we do have ladies, and I like to make sure ladies can watch the program. We have kids, so please, no F-bombs. No F-bombs. Just keep them out. Poo-poo's okay. I'm getting lighted up, but don't go nuts with the sailor talk. Please, guys, I beg you. Hey. Oh, hey. Dollar Bill Will.
Ronbo, what's up, man?
Oh, Wilman, you know, I'm feeling good about this game because I think the 49ers might finally realize you can't come out there half-stepping. Bring it all or just stay home. You know? So, and they got too much potential on offense. That offense should be just ridiculous to try to stop. Now, only got Jordan Reed, you only got missing now. They're almost ready. But what are you thinking?
Man, I'm thinking I think we're going to see some good 49er football this Sunday, man. Offense had a good full week at practice with everybody on the same page all week. Seems like Jimmy G is healthier, says Kyle Shanahan. So I think the offense is going to be clicking, man. I think the game plan is defensively Mosley back, which is good. I think Mosley and Verrett is going to hold it down. I feel more comfortable with Mosley being back. So with him and Verrett at the corners, I believe they're going to hold it down, man. I really believe it. I believe the defensive line is going to show out. I believe they're going to show more improvement this Sunday night. And Robert Saleh going to have to dial up some good schemes, man. He's going to have to. So I believe they're going to do that. And I believe the offense is going to do great. I'm not going to put my emphasis on the offensive line until I see some good offensive line play this Sunday night, because they're going to have to. I really believe this running game is the key. We have to get them tired. We have to avoid penalties, and we have to stay out of 1st and 15.
And you got to
Third
get
and
Mostert to
15.
break your heart early. If Mostert does one of
Right.
his from line of scrimmage, he's got 2 on the season. He's 5 games in. Mostert's overdue to bust one off that line of scrimmage. Once that happens, the offense is on now. See, because then, like you're saying, play action, everything predicates from that. We got touchdown a week. Jerick McKinnon, he needs to get another one. See, he's late from last week as well. And now you got the weapons on the outside. Debo should look better this week too. This is 3 weeks since he come back, right? Yeah. So
So the
George
running
Kittle
game has
speaks for itself. The league's number 1 tight end will dominate this week. Go ahead. Sorry, I get carried away.
So the offensive line got to protect Jimmy, and the running game has to work. I want to see more end arounds from both Debo and Ayuk. Kyle, dial them up, man. Where you at, man? Dial them up. I want Ayuk and Debo on end arounds. I want the outside zone stretch scheme to work. I mean, it has to be on point, man. And then if all of that is a success, the play action will be so beautiful. Jimmy G, you'll have people giving Jimmy G some credit this week if it works to perfection. So we gotta run the ball.
Their linebacker crew
that is the key.
Weak. You can definitely take advantage of that. And just what you're calling right now, that would definitely exploit them. So
Yeah. So I think we're gonna do good overall, man. I mean, this is Sunday night. The whole world's gonna be watching, man. I mean, what a time it'll be for Sunday night to have the whole world watch and see what you really made of. People out here downers, man. So this is the perfect time to show them that we still here. We ain't went nowhere. But yeah, man. I just want to see how Kyle is gonna dial these plays up, and I definitely want to see how Kyle's gonna use Jimmy. You know, that's the $1 million question. How Kyle gonna use Jimmy? I mean, by the looks of it, and by Kyle, again, like I said, what Kyle said about Jimmy G's ankle, he said he seems healthier this week. They had a good week of practice. I want to see how Kyle uses him. I mean, that's the $1 million question, and we gonna find out Sunday night. So, I think we're gonna get them Rams, man. I really believe it, man. I mean, we got to. I mean, we ain't got no choice but to beat up on these Rams and carry that momentum toward the next few games. I mean, toward the rest of the season, actually, because, you know, we trying to get back, man. I mean, I know it's been tough. You know, we've been through hell before, and it seems like we back in it, but we just got to fight our way out of it, man. And I believe it's going to start Sunday night. So I believe we got it, man. I really believe that.
And the atmosphere is set for, because I say the Rams have been cruising along 4-1, beating teams up in the East. We've been like getting beat, and for reasons that we don't. Too many guys are out, but now you've got that offense almost fully assembled. Will, I look for fireworks. All right.
Me too.
Will, what's gonna be your score?
I want to say, let's see. I say 28-20.
All right.
28-20, man. I really believe that we're gonna come up with a defensive play to put us in a position to secure the win. Fumble or interception. You know, I believe defense is going to show up at a real good time for us to secure the win. So 28-20.
With an extremely focused Niners club this week. All right, Will, good stuff. Looking to give you props Sunday too, man. What else you want to say? Oh, well, you got it. Time's up anyway. Will, go ahead and give you shout outs to your boys.
Oh, already, man. Shout out to you, Ronbo, man. Shout out to my TNT fam, man. Play upon the Dre. Trey Trez, Big Show, Russo, Shay Lewis, man, Sheik, Denise, man. Shout out to the Ronbo Sports Fan Club, Rico, Jersey Joe, Sheik, Sue, all them guys. Hey, man, Super Bowl 55. It won't be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It'll be the San Francisco 49ers versus to be announced. Except the Rams, Rudy, we chopping y'all ram horns off Sunday night. Get ready. It's on. All right, Ronbo.
All right, fam. I'll talk to you Sunday. And,
all right, man.
Hey, Derek. Derek. There he is. Hey, Derek.
Hey, I'm here, Ronbo. What's going
Hey,
on, man?
Derek, man, we're just sitting here looking and examining the possibilities coming up Sunday. Jimmy G says his ankle is fine. And Kyle Shanahan says they got a great practice. George Kittle said they had an outstanding practice this week. I think the guys may be shaking off whatever they were under. I think they come out this week and make a huge statement. What are you thinking? And give me your score after you give me your opinion of the current state of the 49ers.
I like what I heard from Jimmy's press conference. Not so much Kyle per se, but
I know.
I think Jimmy. I don't. Nobody knows what Kyle and Robert Fowler were doing last week.
I know.
I don't know where it's. I get that they were teams that we should have beat, but I mean, if he had just thrown in a couple more gadget plays and things like that, like the end arounds and stuff, it would have been over.
Yeah.
I don't know why he was running the vanilla, but I don't. I don't want to get into it too far on. But
Derek,
nobody knows.
Let me just share this theory with you though, because a lot of people think that Kyle thought he could go through the easy teams by playing vanilla football. Well, that was a bad idea. If we find out that's true, Kyle should be issued a fine, and he's saving the real stuff for the games that are coming up next.
Well, I mean, and Ronbo, that could be true. I mean, if you think about it, the easiest way to get into the playoffs is how? Win your division.
Yeah.
And we've only lost one division. We play one division match, but still, I mean, if it comes down to it, it's like who beat who and all that stuff. And, we're kind of behind. I mean, everybody else is going to beat. Nobody else is going to, lose. I don't think any of our division is going to lose to the Eagles. I mean, the Rams already beat them. So, but I like what I'm hearing from Jimmy. But what I need to see is the end arounds, like everybody's saying, especially Will. Shout out to Dollar Bill. The end arounds, the smoke moves and stuff like that, the ghost movement. Let's go, Kyle. Sooner or later. And the thing is, Jimmy had a lot of success last year, and I don't think people give him enough credit because he was still. If you go back and look at all the highlights, even the major throws that he made, like the two 3rd and 15s that he made versus the Rams, he was getting blasted then. It's not like they were protecting him; he was getting hit on those shots. And so
nobody remembers Jimmy's good work. That's just the way it is, Derek. Everybody remembers every single mistake. But anything good, forget about it. Jimmy sucks.
Yeah. Yep. But I'm gonna go. Give me 28-21 Niners. I'm gonna call it close.
Yeah, because
I think we'll beat them by a score or two.
Yeah, because we.
Because if we can shut golf doesn't. Like callers were saying, golf does not play well just dropping straight back and throwing. He has to be rolled out. I mean, and I think if we can contain him, he's done for. I mean, we actually are looking better against the run this year too, so that's a good thing.
As long as DJ Jones stays out there, Givens is good at it as well. Yeah, there's certain guys that got to be out there. If we lose Jones like we did last year, it's
not good. Did you hear in the press conference about Ronnie? I think it was Ronnie Blair had a setback.
Yeah, Ronnie Blair.
Yeah,
Weston Richburg also set back, and we're not going to see Julian
Taylor.
I
think Richburg. I think that Richburg actually plays a bigger because they were saying George Kittle mentioned his about Joe Staley being a captain, and then people, they asked Kyle about the vibe that Joe Staley gave off, like Kittle wanting to be like him. Yeah. And I think I think people underestimated how valuable Joe was, and Weston Richburg, because Joe was quoted as saying he's an asshole, but he comes to work.
Oh yeah.
And I think without having those, they were kind of the anchors to the O line. I think both of them.
Yeah. So
we lost Richburg ahead of the playoffs, but we still had Joe.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, these are things. And also, we're not getting but, we've been put in some situations where the offensive line got exploited. Like last week, after we got down 21 points, all that defense has got to do is pin your ears back and just drive the 49ers off the field. Don't worry about coverage or anything. Kill the quarterback, and we'll win this game. We got a 21-point cushion. Let's go. That changed the game plan. 49ers cannot fall into that rut. Every team in the league knows that's all you got to do. So.
Yep, because I'm looking for Raheem to have a big game.
Yeah.
We do get TC back soon, and I know they like to start with him. I actually give him a lot more credit too, because he does a lot of the grunt work too.
Yeah.
He kind of wears them down. Then they play Mostert, and Mostert's too. If you think about a fresh Mostert coming in close to halftime, he's too fast. They don't have the energy to keep up. That's what it is.
That's why
give him a crease and he's gone.
I mean, tiny crease. Good stuff,
Yep.
Derek. Man, I'm going to see you Sunday, and let's see if 28-21 stands up. All right.
That's right. Go Niners.
Yes, and I do. And Rakim Jamani. This Kwan is out, but Dre is in. And he said, he says, call me crazy, but don't you think we are better with Dre? I said it last year. I said, Dre does a really good job out there. I stopped my sentence right there. I don't want to say that. I like Quan so much. I like them all being there, Anyway, Big Joe.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Joe, man, we're sitting there wondering what's going to happen, and in some cases predicting and knowing the Rams coming up this Sunday night. So, Big Joe, man, it's like you've examined the situation thoroughly. What are your feelings?
Well, I'm calling them angry.
Yes.
When I call in, I'm angry all the way from Philadelphia.
It is out of Philly.
First of all, shout out to the Empire. Shout out to you, Ronbo.
Thanks.
Shout out to all the 49ers fans that's in the chat. No Seattle fans, no Rams fans. Get out of here, get your own chat.
Them some clowns, ain't they?
Anyway.
We're talking major stuff. We'll have our time, Adam.
Well,
they ain't go last.
I've been going through the motions for the last 2 weeks because when they beat us, they felt like they won the Super Bowl in this city, and they are trash. That's one. Number two, what the heck was that last week? That's not 49er football.
Debacle.
I don't know what that was. I do not know what that was. But now that I've vented about that being out the way, you got to take a negative and turn it into a positive. The positive, besides the negative of us losing 2 games that we were supposed to win, was the Rams beat the Giants 17-9. The Rams struggled with the Redskins last week. The Rams struggled with the Cowboys in week 1. And then they destroyed the Eagles. As we know, all 4 of their wins came against the NFC East. But this is a must-win for us early in the season. This is a must-win for us. Everybody keeps saying we can't go 2-4 with our division. Our division is way too tough for us to go 2-4.
Yeah, that's it. It's a wild card from there, and I don't want a wild card.
Yeah, I don't want the wild card either. But we got all this offensive firepower. Last year the defense carried us. This year the offense got to carry it.
Oh yeah, wait till they unlock it.
They got to carry it.
This is the week to unlock it.
Yeah,
let it loose. You got too many guys you can go to out there. Go to them and let Mostert set the pace.
Yeah, agreed. Give him the ball. Let him run. Get back to our style of football. Don't worry about everybody else. Kyle, you didn't run the ball in the Super Bowl. Run the ball. The ball in the Super Bowl. It's killing me. He's still making the same mistakes that he made from costing us our 6th championship. Run the ball. Our defense is hurting right now. We got to give them some rest so they can get 3 and out, maybe 6 and out, if we could do that. If I could take a 6 and out.
Yeah.
Not like last year where we was just Kyle got to step up. And everybody just dogging Jimmy. Listen, he was hurt last week. You can't run with no high ankle sprain. It'll kill you. You can't even barely move. Okay? The man took us to the Super Bowl last year. He was 13-3. And everybody talking about, well, let's trade him for Matt Ryan. Are you kidding me?
Matt Ryan ain't beating nobody. I hate it when people ask for people like Matt Ryan. Come on, man.
Come on, y'all. Look, Jimmy just got to show up for us this week. After he show up for us this week, everybody's going to be like, okay, well, Jimmy's back. We love him. Nah, stick with him. That's why we call faithful for a reason. Stick with him. They'll turn it around. My score this week, I don't trust the Rams. I mean, Jared Goff, I don't trust him. Aaron Donald is a monster. We better have 2 people on him. That offensive line better start blocking. Trent Williams, you can see that year off is really affecting him. You can see it. And McGlinchey, I just guess he stopped eating cheeseburgers and stopped blocking. I don't get it.
I want him to get a 2 or 3 Big Macs for the game. Come on, Mike.
He's
bothering me.
I'll buy him. My tree, and we're going to be able to move some of these players. Like, get rid of Ford next year. We got so much money we can spend on other players.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Quan being hurt too. He got to go too, unless he's going to take a pay cut, which he already took a pay cut to stay. So we're going to be fine. We just got to play our style of football. And my score, I got a really gut feeling that we're going to beat the Rams. But we're going to have to put up 30 to beat them.
Yeah,
That's the truth.
Minimum.
We're going to have to put up 30 to beat them, minimum. So I got it 31 to 24.
Mm-hmm.
We're only going to win by a touchdown if we win.
And it's going to be a fourth quarter. And the 49ers may be down. But, when Buffalo came raging back on the Rams, I said, okay, I knew them linebackers was questionable. The linebackers are weak, really badly. They can be exploited all day. And I think that's why George Kittle is going to be huge. Him and Debo, those are the guys you want to exploit. And maybe Jerick McKinnon, he will finally let Jerick McKinnon loose. And for what he does best, he takes advantage of linebackers. These guys aren't even that good. So he should make mincemeat out of them. Get him the ball.
You already know they're going to have Ramsey on Kittle. So that's going to leave Ayuk and Debo open. So it should be no excuse. And if we running the ball.
Yeah. And let George be a decoy. That'll work.
Yeah, let George be a decoy. No problem. But we're going to be here. Let's get it done. Everybody stop jumping off the ship. All you fake fans, get out the chat. All you Lambs fans. And if Russell Wilson go down, y'all suck. And you know it. So stop acting like y'all the
Everybody
best team in football.
knows it.
Y'all got the best defensive team in football. Take it easy, Ronbo. San Fran all day.
All right, Big Joe. I'll talk to you Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's why Joe's right, man. Some teams we lose 4 or 5 players. Okay, we get weakened. Some players got one player to lose, just one, and they're dead meat. But you got to give them credit for doing what they've done so far in this season. Hey, Dave.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Dave, man, we're looking at Sunday. Most of us are thinking good things. We know it's going to be tight. It's Sunday night.
That's right.
And, but the 49ers should be ready to roll now. Pretty much everybody with Jordan Reed is out there now. They've had a couple of weeks to work out together, get back in sync, get some things working, get some rhythm. Let's go.
Right.
Get that 49er football back out there. So what are you thinking?
So, first of all, that Kyle Shanahan and McVay are actually really good friends. So, I think this is going to win. They're going to really be a serious competition of who can be most creative with the play calling. Yeah. So I think you're going to see whatever he's held back all these first 5 weeks, we don't understand, why he's holding back plays, why he's not bringing these different things out. I think you're going to see the best of Kyle Shanahan, on this stage on Sunday night. I really feel like he's going to bring all the tricks out. Everybody's talking about, the creativity, the end rounds, the misdirection. That's what you got to get for somebody like Aaron Donald, somebody so dominant. You got to keep them in balance. You got to trick those linebackers like you guys have been saying. But, if you watch the film of the Super Bowl from 2 years ago when the Patriots played Aaron Donald and the Rams, they only scored like 3 points. And if you look at Aaron Donald, they didn't mention Aaron Donald's name, I don't think, but one time all night.
Bill Belichick,
you need to watch that
said,
film.
I'm going to take the best defensive player away from him.
Mike McDaniels. You need to look at I hope our guys are looking at the film of what worked. The first half of the Bills game, the Giants game, they are not, like you said, the team that everybody is making them out to be. It's a long season. It's a marathon. It's not a race. I think, a lot of people are panicking. I'm not panicking. I think all of us are concerned based off what we're seeing because we're better than that. We have a better culture. We have a better history than that. This is not our best football. Jimmy got to play better. You got to silence the doubters. I mean, that's only one way to do it. Only one way you can silence the doubters to show up on Sunday night on prime time. Make those throws. Hey, we give you a pass, man. You had a couple bad games. Hey, this is your time, man, to get people off your back. You got to get our fan base back in line because he didn't play well. So, like I said, we got to neutralize Aaron Donald. I think Kyle Shanahan is going to be on his best. I mean, as far as he's running these plays, we got to run the ball. We're ranked, I think, 18th for rushing attempts this year. We most of it is averaging 7 yards per carry. McKinnon is averaging 5 yards per carry. You tell me that the circumstances of the game has caused us not to run the ball and be creative and utilize all of the playmakers we have. I'm giving them a pass. Ronbo. I think this is could be the rebirth of what we have to do to turn this season around, man. And I'm excited. I want us to just try to pull together, man, and really be as optimistic as we can about our leadership, our play calling, our organization, man, because this is huge. And it's a big game. Even though it's so early, we've gotten ourselves down, and we have to pick ourselves up, man. We're going to be,
for the next 3 weeks.
Of the league.
Yeah, every game is huge.
We got a big one at a time, man. I think we take it one game at a time. We know the Eagles well. We know the coach. We know the coaching staff well. We know what they like to do. He's a copycat. Shanahan raised him. They like to do all the motions, the quick screens. Now they're utilizing the yak. So if you can't tell me what your little brother's doing, man, you made it. If you don't know what anybody else is doing, Robert Saleh and Shanahan should have a definitely an idea. They practice against the same offense every day. Literally. Mm-hmm. So I think that we got to show up, man, and
you just gave me a
prime time. Do what we got to do.
You just gave me a close score, didn't you? What was that score? Did you give me a score?
I haven't given you a score yet. I think it's going to be, I think it's going to be 31-20 our way. It's close game first half. We keep it tight. We get a turnover, and get a score, and then we turn the ball around. We start running the ball again. We get a little lead, and we run the ball, man, and do our
just play 49ers football. Do not get
play
behind
49ers football, dog.
To start.
Don't get behind, man.
Yes,
Kyle, run the ball, defense. So yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. I think Garoppolo, you got to play your best. These offensive line, these missing these calls of communication. Can't have that. But ultimately, I think we're going to be okay, man. I think this team is going to dig deep, man. I'm hopeful, man.
Oh yeah, you get tired of getting your butt beat after a while, and especially when you got a team.
It's not us,
man. It's actually that tough.
We're better than that. Yeah, we're better than that, man.
All right, Dave. I'm gonna see you Sunday, and hopefully you got that score right.
All right.
We'll see you then. All right.
All right, man. All right, Ronbo. Have a good night, man. Let's go Niners.
You too. Thanks, fam.
All right, brother. Yeah. Bye.
Let's go check out Josh. Josh.
What up?
Josh, man, it's time to go 3-3 and stop fooling around. And from there, let's get to about 9-3 as soon as possible. You know what I'm saying? But, Josh, what are you thinking here, man? Because are the 49ers about to rebound now? We got the character. We now got the offensive line, We now got the offensive talent on the field for the first time this year, minus Jordan Reed. If we can go the next 2 weeks and win, Reed returns. My God, dreams will start coming true. There is no way on God's great earth to stop Kittle and Reed. And now you got Debo back up to speed. Everything hinges on, please, 49ers, can you keep your head above water for at least a couple of more weeks and let that 49er offense start taking over? But this week, you got to get it done. Is it possible?
Well, first, I think we're screwed if we cannot stop Aaron Donald, I believe.
Any team that plays the Rams has to take care of him. But you know what? Why don't everybody think about doing the Bill Belichick on Aaron? Take him out of the equation. The rest can't really beat you. Maybe the 49ers are thinking along that line.
Yeah. But like I said, if we can't stop Aaron Donald, we're done. Like it might be in the Carolina game because Carolina can stop Nick Bosa. And we put a 50 burger on them. And then might be as well with the Rams if they can't stop Aaron Donald. But if somehow our line can do.
Well, we did it last year twice. So I think Donald's probably not as big and you know who does well against him? Brunskill. It's funny. I saw film. Brunskill, for some reason, gives Donald problems. We'll see what happens.
Right. Man, what else was I going to say? Just got off track with people saying we need Trevor Lawrence because I completely disagree with that. I was there. I was watching Ohio State versus Clemson. Sitting there. Yeah. Trevor's going to be a bust. He plays in the ACC. Yeah. ACC's weak as hell.
Yeah.
He's going to be a bust. If anything, if somehow miraculously we need a QB, it's going to be Justin Fields.
Yeah, that's Trevor Lawrence. Anybody gets him in the first. If everybody goes for Trevor Lawrence, first round quarterbacks, Josh, that is the riskiest thing in the NFL every year. How many first round quarterbacks have succeeded? You can count them. There's about 3, maybe 4. Yeah. You know, but normally rounds beyond, you get these surprise guys that do well in the NFL. But if you spend your number one pick on a quarterback in the first round, especially if they're the 1, 2, or 3 spot, you're really rolling the dice.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm ready for our new cornerback, I believe.
Cornerback.
I'm trying to pull up his name right now. Where is he?
Return of a quarterback. You got a new quarterback picked
up. Corner. Parnell Motley, Tampa Bay. I'm excited for him.
Oh. Wait a minute.
He's Ryan Allen.
Yeah, he's not playing.
Oh, he's not?
No, he's on the practice squad, as I remember.
I didn't hear that. I just heard we claimed him.
Yeah, we claimed him, but that's it. We'll work him out. We'll see if we can get him to work.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Listen, last week's Brian Allen episode was bad enough. You bring this kid in from Tampa Bay, and oh, my God. So, you still got Mosley's coming back this weekend, hopefully. And even if Mosley doesn't make it back, at least you got Spoon. Spoon's not somebody you can relax on, but Verrett's playing great.
So is Witherspoon taking Brian Allen's spot?
No. Mosley's coming back. You remember Emmanuel Mosley?
Right?
Yeah, Mosley's back.
I did not see those press conferences yet, but
Mosley's listed as questionable, but that means you're going to play. And then Spoon's ready to go. He'll be backing up Mosley.
Okay.
And Brian Allen will be standing probably behind Shanahan, giving him water and things like that.
Okay. Yeah, I seen one press conference out Kittles, which I agree with. He was saying, how our defense is fine, just it's the offense that needs to have an answers. And it's all on Debo and Ayuk.
Yeah, I look for them to get unhinged this week. And besides that, as I said, and here's the funny thing about it, Josh, I think I got Jimmy figured out. Jimmy misses 2 weeks, and all of a sudden he can't play anymore. His timing was off. Everything was wrong last week. He had last week to get over that, and this week he had a good week of practice. Watch Jimmy go off. I already see it coming now. Yeah, he'll look awesome this Sunday. So we can look forward to that. My prediction.
Jimmy.
I wish he would get consistent. Now, I understand. I like to take up for him because I know he has it in him to be a good quarterback. But he has his bad games. They can really be scary bad. But we'll see.
Yeah. I wish he just throws the ball away when
he's in trouble. Josh, what do you got for a score prediction?
It's going to be a close one, 30-33.
Yeah, that sounds about right, too. Yeah. We're all about the same thing about that close game win. All right, Josh, good stuff. I'll tell you what, I'll see you Sunday, and we'll check back on your score and see if you were the guy. All right?
All right. Sure thing. Go Niners.
Yes. All right, Josh. Good night.
All right. Good night.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun game. Hey, Curtis.
Hey, how you doing, Ronbo?
Oh, Curtis, I've had better days. Like this time last year, we was rolling along, hadn't lost one ball game. Now we're sitting here fighting to get back in the race. But Curtis, I have great feelings about this game, which is why I'm feeling pretty pumped up. What are you thinking?
I'm feeling a little bit better now that they're saying Jimmy G is feeling better. He's a full go. There was no setbacks. I think he's gonna ball out. I really do. I think you know how he plays. He'll have one bad game and then all of a sudden he'll light it up.
All of a sudden you don't know who he is. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
God, that's annoying.
It really is.
Yeah, I wish Jimmy could just put 3 or 4 games together and look awesome. Because he's got it in him. I mean, some people think he can't quarterback, but I know better than that. And when he messes up, then here they come in droves. Sherman, trade for Trevor, trade for this, trade for that, get him out of here. And then he wins the next week. See, guys, man, stop.
No, no, it's not all on Jimmy. It really isn't. The offensive line's playing horrible this year. They need to step it up. I mean, Jimmy, if he doesn't get time, he's gonna look like a scared little rabbit. I mean, what quarterback isn't? I mean, even Brady.
See, and look at how we made Aaron Rodgers look last year. The 49ers defense reduced him to a scrub too. There's nothing a quarterback can do of 270 to 300-pound guys coming at him 100 miles an hour. People need to put themselves in that position before they start making that judgment. Quarterback sucks. Yeah, right. He's laying 3 feet under dirt because he had no protection. How does he suck? He's an innocent victim. So yeah, God.
Exactly.
But anyway.
I want to see bootlegs and play action for him, though. I really do. His ankle's good. I want to see that.
Come on, Kyle. Exactly.
Just let it go. Let him go. Let him do what he wants to do. Let him get out of that pocket. He's so much better out of the pocket when he's rolling out. He looks like he's more comfortable.
And his percentages of throwing on the run and and rollouts, it's night and day from the shotgun. So, Kyle, you know this. If I know this, what the hell? Yeah, this is the thing. I don't understand.
Exactly. I mean, I think Kyle is going to let it go. For some reason, I think he was just holding off. But I think now that we're in trouble, he's going to let the playbook go. He's going to open it up and say, let's go, wake up. We need to start winning.
Could see Jerick McKinnon take a pass. You know, Jerick McKinnon used to be a quarterback back in Georgia, right? I could see that. Kyle doesn't want to expose that right now. It's not necessary. But now they're back against the wall. You may see Jerick McKinnon drop a pass. I could see it coming now.
Yeah, I can see that too. I could also see him using McKinnon in the pass game a lot. A lot of dink and dunking with McKinnon because of Aaron Donald, just to get out of Jimmy's hands first couple of plays.
Yes.
Get him in rhythm.
That's what you do. That's what you do. Don't stand there with the defensive pass rushers winning at the line of scrimmage. Dump it off.
Nah, exactly.
How you nullify
and
that?
I think I'm still a little nervous about the game. I think we can win, but I kind of got a bad feeling at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm just nervous.
It should be. We're 2-3. And the Rams would love to put a cushion between them and the Niners, you know? Oh, that would be it. Get the Niners out of it before they wake up, you know? Because the sleeping bear, like the Giants 49ers are, you don't want them to wake up. It's too early. If they do, all these people in the chat, we'll say goodbye to them in about 3 weeks.
That's true. I think if we get this win, I mean, we got another tough week. I think it's the Patriots next Sunday.
Yeah.
And I'm in Rhode Island, and this is Patriot country. So, I mean, I'm
yeah.
not looking ahead, but we get this win, and then we have to win next week because I definitely don't want to hear the Patriot fans over here. I definitely don't. But I don't want to jump ahead. I just want to get this win and then focus on next week after this. We can't overlook. I mean, they're not overlooking the Rams.
No, God, no. You got to get rid of that. That's your division team. Patriots got to stay out of COVID situations. I understand there was a negative test given yesterday or something like that, so they are going to play Sunday. But God, Patriots, multiple guys running back and testing positive. What are you guys doing? Stay out of harm's way. All right.
Yeah, you would think Belichick would put a stop to it, but I don't know.
Man, what do you got for a score? We got Curtis. We're gonna have to go. What score is? What is your score?
I got 27-24 Niners.
All right, a Robbie Gold game.
Yeah.
All right, Curtis. I'll see you Sunday.
All right, see you later, Ronbo.
All right, have a great night.
You too.
Thanks. Hey, Jay.
What's up, Ronbo?
Jay, man, we're just sitting back here contemplating the future. We got to figure that Sunday it's going to be a way better game than last week. No more of that Miami Dolphin stuff, as Brian Allen will not be involved in this game. We're going to take it to him. And my big prediction is Jimmy G comes out and gets MVP game this week, like he generally does when he has a stinker. He comes back in the next week. He says, and we say things like, well, where has this Jimmy G been? What? So, but what are you thinking?
I think he has no other choice. If he don't come out,
honestly,
they're gonna have a sale sign on his yard. They're gonna moving truck and everybody over there.
God.
They're gonna be forcing him out the city. Ronbo, but all jokes aside, we need to have a good game. 2 games in a row. Say we can't 4-3 because if we get 3, we might as well just hang it up because we got a tough little schedule here, right? Yeah. This little stretch right here.
Playing for draft.
I ain't worried about New Orleans as much as or the Rams, but the other games is kind of iffy. Mm-hmm. We just got to play our game. Kyle just need to come out and quit being so arrogant and do the things that work. You know what I'm saying? And then once everything start working, having them, then start throwing in a little something here and there. But he just need to just go back to the basics. You know what I'm saying? And just try to get Jimmy in a good rhythm, get his confidence going, and then start, open up the playbook. But right now, he needs to just rely on the game. The running game, and then just be patient. Don't just try to get over your head and just have Jimmy in the shotgun and try to throw 50 times. You know what I'm saying? We can't win that way, especially with a line like that. So, we just got to play Niners football. We got a good team. I know we got a good team. We just didn't get sorry overnight. You know what I mean? It's just being too overconfident and just too arrogant. And you can get that way where you think, oh, we've been to the Super Bowl. You got a lot of injuries, so you gotta change your philosophy. Way how you do things. Okay, go back to the root. You know what I'm saying? You can't just, I don't know, Ronbo.
Jay, you got to keep in mind, the 49ers are not being taken by teams are coming in with a plan for the 49ers. This is the NFC champion. Yeah. This is the guys so they're coming in. The 49ers are seeing things they've never seen before. Although Kyle should be able to figure these things out midway through the game. They make adjustments, but they're not always working. And also, you can't run once you get behind like they did last week. So this is a situation you got to stay out of.
He should have been ready for this, though, Ronbo.
Well,
he should have been ready for this. Because what we've been saying, what have we been saying before the season started? This is people's Super Bowl, so they're going to come at us.
100 miles an hour.
Guns fired.
Playing above their head.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? They're going to come and try to make a zip out of it. Oh, you with Super Bowl? We're going to come in here and play our best game. Cause, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's just the way how some of these
that's
NFL teams.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can't lay down and say, oh, this is,
And you get more respect than any other team in the league.
Right. This is still an NFL team, so you got to play them at your full throttle. Even though you have injuries, we showed that with the Jets. We showed that with the Giants. You know what I'm saying? We could have showed that with Philly. We just had too many costly turnovers that hurt us. You know what I'm saying? And then that game, they just made it. That was a coach bad decision on bringing Brian Allen. And you know what I'm saying?
They didn't have a lot of choice. That was the problem with that. It's blame Spoon on that. He's as much to blame as anybody for not being ready.
He should have been cut that night. I would have cut Spoon that night. I'd have been like, oh, you seem like you healthy today. Where's you at the first quarter? Oh, you cut.
Jay, we got to get your score. we got to get a score. We got to go. So what score you got for this game?
23-20.
23-20. It's a Robbie Gold night. Everybody's got that Robbie Gold nights. I got him down for 2, as a matter of fact, myself. It's a Robbie Gold night. All right, Jay.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Thank you, Ronbo. Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, fam.
Have a good night.
You too. See you Sunday.
See you Sunday.
And Mr. Blockeye says 21-27 49ers. Get that field goal that will seal the game while our D will stop the game winning drive. My D-line and O-line need to play like it's no tomorrow. Mr. Blockeye, thanks for that contribution. It's so true. And big boys climb one on Big Ring. There it is. Big boys climb on Big Ring. Thanks for that contribution, fam. He says 37-24 Niners. I think we got the same score, don't we? I think we do. Jimmy goes off. We killed him with the play action. George Kittle breaks Shannon Sharp's single-game receiving record for a tight end. Because, contrary to what some may believe, Jalen cannot stop George. I'm delighted that I wish they would put him on George. 425, Washington. 425.
What's up, Ronbo?
Hey, who is this?
Alex.
Alex. Come on in, Alex. We're going over the possibilities of Sunday night's primetime game. What are you thinking, Alex? Because we got our hands full this week, and it's one of them games you better not lose this game, 49ers. You're going to take yourself right out of the race. What are you thinking?
Yeah. It's a must-win game for us, like you just said. And we need to have the offense clicking early. We need to have the run game clicking really early. Or else Aaron Donald's going to start to feed like he usually does. But the Rams only beat NFC East teams, and you know the NFC East.
Yeah, I know.
The worst division?
Yeah. So records,
Yeah.
and same with the Hawks. The Hawks haven't. I think the Hawks have beaten one decent team.
The Patriots.
Yeah, and the Patriots are showing that their all-pro cornerback got smoked in that game more than once.
Yeah, versus DK.
Yeah. But I give DK credit on that. But still, the Patriots are they're not that tough this year.
Yeah. They got lucky with Minnesota on Sunday. You see that?
You what?
Seattle. They got lucky on the Minnesota game.
Oh, yeah.
See that?
Yeah. That was definitely a bad coaching move by the Minnesota Vikings. But you know what? These are the things that really you can't say anything bad about that because that games are like that every week. And they made the best call, and the Hawks won that game. They stayed with the whole game. But Seattle was doing, Minnesota was doing whatever they wanted. They ran like crazy. I mean, there was nothing
without
stopping them. Yeah. So, we'll see what happens next.
Yeah.
We got to run down the Rams.
Yeah, but I think the Patriots. Yeah, the Rams.
Go ahead.
But the Rams, I think we should beat them. It's just I'm just nervous. It's just if we can't. But I feel like we can beat them. Yeah.
Yeah, and keep in mind, this is the first week where the 49ers have had pretty much their 95%, or should I say 98%, goes that far, of their offensive crew there this week. So now
they're almost full healthy.
Yeah, if they could just win the next 2 games, I think Jordan Reed's due back in about that time. Now you've got a formidable offensive force out there that I just don't see anybody being able to fully contain. But they got to get that done. So, and they're pretty strong right now, so we'll see what happens.
Got to get Raheem Mostert going. We got to get the Boogs rolling. We got to get the Flips the Depot rolling.
I want to see more of Ayuk as he continues to build. And George Kittle, you know how he is. So,
Yep, he's Kittle.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Just got to have Jimmy come in there and have his A game, and he tends to do that after he screws up. I really wish he wouldn't have to wait till he screws up. Come on, Jimmy. You got to screw up first to play better? Come on. So we'll see.
It's just, I think the Rams D-line is going to get through our O-line. I hope our O-line holds up Sunday night.
Yeah, we just
Williams.
You got to get rid of the ball.
Yeah,
get rid of the ball.
Yeah.
Don't challenge that.
2 for 1 second.
Yeah. Just dump offs and things like that. If you finally
Yeah.
fool them or get them on their heels, okay, take a long, deep play or
Yeah.
something like that. But don't do that. Just get rid of the ball.
Yeah.
And let the playmakers, because we got a lot of playmakers. Let them do their thing, Alex.
Yep.
I mean, get the ball to McKinnon. He can get the ball to Mostert. You know what happens there. Debo, these guys. We got the Yak brothers. Use them.
Yeah. Yep.
Forget about everything else.
Yeah. If Mostert like signs like a Grease, he's gone. If it's just we just need that spark, like in our offense. Because last year, I think someone earlier on the show said the defense carried us last year, and now it's time for the offense to do it.
Yep.
Like it's true.
Yeah.
They need to carry.
We all feel that way.
And he's a big piece, but I like Mosley.
Yeah. And especially when the offense has that potential, that's a lot of potency. There's no reason.
Yeah.
Even if the offensive line is so-so, they're not awful, but they're just not good. So you can't stand in the pocket like Zeke used to do with the Dallas Cowboys. But you can get something off. But do not take any length of time. And those routes should be ran crisp. They should be ran sharp. Jimmy should just throw the ball in a spot. A receiver should be right there, not the other team. And let's get it done. But it takes timing and it takes a little work, and they've had 2 weeks to work on that. So maybe I'm expecting better movement this week. So we'll see.
Yeah. Hey, the whole world's going to be watching. It's Sunday Night Football.
Yeah. Alex, we got to go. What is your score, though?
My score?
Eddie Ramirez? Kittle is garbage?
Close.
Oh, my God. Go ahead.
All right. I think it's going to be 27-24. We get money field off gold. It's going to be close, but I think we can.
Yeah, we all think so. It's going to be definitely close.
Yeah.
All right, Alex. Yeah. Have a good night.
All righty. Yeah, you too. I'll see you Sunday.
Yeah, we should put stars on certain names in the chat. I quote that. Eddie Ramirez says, George is trash. I love it. Hey, Matt, come on in, man. George is what? Garbage. Hey, Matt, listen, man, we're sitting there looking forward to the Sunday night, and what are you thinking?
We're desperate. I'll tell you that. This is a must-win.
There it is.
Now.
Yeah. Well, there's one word to put it, describe it. Oh. You got anything to outline as far as winning or losing this game, or what are you thinking? What is it going to take?
I think Jimmy's got. I think we're going to win. I think Kyle knows, and the whole team knows that we got to win this game. And coming out, trying to. I don't know. I think Jimmy's just got to play really well this game. I think he plays pretty good.
The 49ers. Remember, this is the first week they've actually had everybody out there minus one. And got together for 2 full weeks of practice. Last week was one. You got Debo that should be getting into better shape. I'm hoping he's not going to look as plump as he's been looking the last 2 weeks. Poor Debo wasn't able to trade like normally I guess he does, and he gained a little weight. He did slow it down. He slowed it down a little bit too. So I need that Debo speed coming around that corner in this game. So maybe we'll see that. And Ayuk is he's coming along. He had a so-so week last week, but he had a drop pass, which I haven't seen him miss one of those yet. So, and George had a drop pass last week too, which was shocking. So I think we're going to see a 49er team that's a little more focused this week.
Yeah.
And should be able to put together a lot of points.
I think so too.
Yeah. The only thing you got to worry about that defense. Got to take care of Aaron Donald. And keep him from disrupting because he can take over a game if you allow him to. So the 49ers got to have a plan for him at least. So anyway, but Matt, what score you got?
I'm gonna go. It's gonna be really close. I think we're gonna win 24-21.
Yeah, we're all thinking the same thing. Except for Krusty. Krusty sees a blowout. Do you see any possibility of that? Well, like Krusty was bringing it out too. I'm backing him up on that. I mean, just a little scared.
I hope he's right. I hope he's right, of course, but
Yeah. It's going to be what it is. And that shooting fest that the Rams had with Buffalo, I'm going to go back and look at that game again. I want to know, Buffalo's been good this year, but that was a lot of points. And it's
Yep.
that's strange. We'll see, though.
Buffalo had a huge lead too. They gave it up.
Yeah, see, which gives me high hopes for playing them too, because we got them down the line as well. That Buffalo's tough
Yeah.
this year, and what's his name? That guy runs and he runs, and he just keeps on running. He'll kill you, and that's why the Rams are like, God, that's all right. We'll get him. The Rams don't have any linebackers. We do, so we'll see.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Matt, tell you what, we'll see you Sunday then. All right.
Yep. See you Sunday.
All right. Night, man.
Ronbo.
All right. Hey, Big D, on.
Ronbo, what's going on, brother?
Oh, D, man. Your neighbor, Krusty, well, I want to believe Krusty's got his finger on the pulse of this action. But, man, a blowout, don't let that happen. You know, all these people are saying bad things. All the NFL talking heads are saying nasty things. They're getting rid of Jimmy. They're talking about how the 49ers are suffering a hangover. You know the conversation. And if they come out there and run the Rams off the field, a 4-1 team, will we entertain conversations like, well, the 49ers may have snapped out of it as they launched an offensive attack that we knew they were capable of, but we didn't know where it was. D, I've already got the narrative lined up. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking it's a W this game, but I'm thinking it's one of those desperation wins. I can tell you my score right now is like 17-14.
Battle.
And we pull off like a close W. The reason being is because yes, the Rams have 4 wins in this game. It's basically against the whole NFC least. So yeah, they were easy wins, but at the same time, you know that they're wins. These are against NFL football teams, and we gotta understand and respect that. But for me, I think the thing is, the team from the offensive standpoint is basically saying, you know, yes, we got Eman Mosley back on defense, but we're going to have to carry this team. The defense helped carry us most of the year last year. We did our thing on offense, and we scored a lot of points, and we ran the ball well. But the defense is nicked up, and we can't really do much. So we've got to carry the team. Like George Kittle said, you know, that Staley would come in and he'd be a prick. Why? Because he was holding guys accountable. You know, he was basically saying, like, hey, you messed up, make it happen. If you notice in these last couple of interviews, what has everybody been doing? It's not me. Nope, I didn't do it. It's not me. It's not me. It's not me. You know, Trent, man, if y'all look at the thing, you know, I did what my assignment was.
Yeah.
You know, Mike McGlinchey coming there trying to defend himself like he was Jesus Christ or something, and he over there, he been looking like hot garbage all year. You know, well, it's easy for armchair quarterbacks to pick up a couple of plays and say they played bad. And okay, bro, let me explain something to you, Mike. We all know that you ain't been playing very well, and you know you ain't been playing well. Nobody defends themselves like that if they think that they've been doing a good job. So my thing is, we have to do what we can when we can, but I think that this offense has said enough of everybody talking crap, enough of us losing. We're healthy. You know, we got the same basic offense we got. The only person we would be missing is Jordan Reed, and he wasn't a part of the offense like that anyway. You know, not from last year anyway. So we're going to do what we got to do. We're going to get out there. We're going to go hard. We're going to play. And I believe we squeak this win out and shock everybody. And then people are going to look, and you know what they're going to say? Well, you know, the Rams haven't really played anyone. They just played the NFC.
You're right.
They already know that's coming.
Get ready.
I know that's going to be the crap that comes. Everybody's going to, well, you know, the 49ers didn't really beat that great of a Rams team. And, you know, the blah, blah. And it's like, bro, we have it's like, okay, but before all this, y'all was, you know, we were saying we got a gauntlet. I'm looking at it right now, Ronbo, and the next 5 teams that we face, if I am not mistaken, the next 5 teams that we face, literally, and the Saints just got their win on Monday night. So let me see here. They have a record of 9, 11.
Oh, it's up there.
18 and 5.
Yeah, somebody gave that the other day.
18 and 5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
the
gonna be rough.
Seahawks and the Packers are still undefeated right now.
Mm-hmm.
So you mean to tell me, oh, every time we play a team and we beat a team, then it's going to be nothing, and there's going to be 50 million reasons why the 49ers didn't really do that good of a job, and all the Jimmy G hate and everything like that. First of all, let me tell y'all, if you in this chat and you are talking about tank for Trevor, you most likely are a hater or you're not a real 49er fan.
Or a football
Because
fan.
we don't tank for we don't
stupid.
tank for anyone.
No.
There are only certain teams that will tank for a quarterback. I can tell you right now,
Cleveland.
the Indianapolis Colts tanked for Andrew Luck.
Yeah.
They tanked for him purposely. They needed Andrew Luck because they didn't have no bridge from Peyton Manning. So, it's like that happens rarely, but it's not going to happen with our team and not with our franchise because we're too storied of a franchise and we're too strong of a franchise. I did see that Jed York decided to leave at halftime after we were getting our asses handed to us. But let me tell you this. You can't run off. That's your team, fool. You own the team. Out of all people, you supposed to stay there through anything. I don't care if we down to one damn player and we trying to trot him onto the field. You supposed to be there.
And
you
let
can't
everybody
leave.
see you leave, too. That's just so bad.
Yeah, let everybody see you leave. Like, you can't roll out. What are you doing? That doesn't make sense.
Right.
Nah,
roll it out. That's the best way to put it, too.
Yeah, if that's the case, you know what? Robert Saleh should have been left.
Yeah.
For leaving Brian Allen on the field all that time. He should have left at halftime and never came back out. What happened? I tore my ACL. Robert Saleh, you stand on the sideline, you ain't playing. Like, there's just stupid things like that put us back in the bad seat with Jed York where we were coming on to feeling like, okay, he's a better owner. Now we just see that he still got childlike tendencies.
There you go. D, we got to pull up, though. Let's see you on Sunday.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Ronbo, appreciate the platform. Appreciate what you do. Everybody have a good evening. Continue to have faith in our squad and stop losing faith. When you lose faith, then you need to just go ahead and jump on the gravy train of another team because you're not really faithful. That's what it means to be faithful. You ride or die through good and bad times. And for all you haters, hit that like, hit that subscribe button because you don't have a Ronbo. You'll never have a Ronbo. And you're in here and your team sucks and you don't have 5 rings. I don't care how old they are. You still don't have 5. Unless you're the Patriots or the Cowboys and or the Steelers. If you're not one of those fans, you say nothing in this chat because your team is worthless and useless, especially if you're a Kansas City fan because you just got your first ring. And how long have you been around?
50
Good
years.
night, Ronbo.
Yes, indeed.
50 years. It took you 50 years. We got that way sooner. Have a good night, brother. Love you.
Too, fam. You catch there. He's number 9, Niner Gang Podcast. Niner Gang Podcast, you'll see, dude. All right. Emilio.
What's happening?
Emilio, man, it's Friday night, man, before we get ready to play the Rams, man. Everybody's getting all pumped up. But everybody knows it's going to be a close win. What do you think? Well, except for Krusty. Krusty's predicting an ass whooping. But what are you thinking?
Like I told you yesterday, I'm in between. I've been listening, to all our fellow fans listening. I'm getting there, but it's just we've had so many downs, not too many things going our way. I'm really in between. It's hard for me. Usually I'm on one side. Either we're with it or we're not. This one is just we need it, but it's just like, man, it's just because we had so many miscues and missing tackles. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. But I'm trying to stay positive so far.
Yeah. It's early. By week 10, though, we could start throwing eggs. And old rotten cabbage and stuff, right now.
I'm with it. I'm not giving up on the thing, but it just sucks because all these injuries. It's what it is. Too bad we had so many so far. It just sucks. Like I said, always gonna ride with the team no matter what, but it's just like, man, come on. I didn't expect this to start falling. It hasn't really fallen off yet, but I was not expecting this to not do this bad. But it was just like, man, do something. I was like, gosh, at least a couple years, before we even seen something horrible or bad like this doesn't happen.
Every team seems to go through this sooner or later. Injuries are a strange thing in the NFL. A lot of teams got wiped out this year. Some of the best players gone. And you look at that dude over with the Chargers. Man, he ain't played. He gets hurt as soon as he was that good defender. What was his name? He's so out so much I can't even
I
remember
know
who he
it's
is
gonna
anymore. Yeah, come
yeah,
on,
I
man.
forgot for every time I hear. Like I said, I get it. I'm, you know, it's the sport. You know, you're bound to get hurt. It is what it is. You know, you just gotta play through it.
Well,
Play
man,
through it, man, you know.
I
Do as
do,
best as you
but
can.
I do see the offense coming unhinged this week. They're overdue, and now finally they put a couple of weeks together to get back on track because Debo's coming back slowly. Jimmy, he can't take a week off. If he does, he comes back like he ain't never played before. He's got 2 weeks now, so this week I figure he'll look good. And I figure you're not going to be able to deal with George, Ayuk, and Debo all at the same time. So Jalen Ramsey and company, they can pick whoever they think is going to be the toughest guy, and then the rest can go to work. So
No, I just you're right. You're right on spot with that. You know, we did talk about it a couple of weeks. Like, man, can't wait to all these guys back, especially our main weapons, Mostert out there, Debo, you know, what's the name?
yeah.
What's his name? Ayuk, there you go. I was like,
Ayuk, yeah.
I'm trying to confuse him over here. Yes, and I was like, man, I want to see this offense explode. I was like, man, it was mostly we basically got the whole offense back. So it's just, I really, really want to see this thing explode. Like I said, if Jimmy continues to be with this kind of guys and with this kind of talent, then I can say we can let go of Jimmy. But at this point in time, there's no way I do not see Jimmy succeed with all this talent around him. I want to see it happen. I know he can do it. And like I said, a lot of the guys said the defense carried us last year. This time it's up to the offense. We have the weapons to do it. We have it. No, we don't. So I just want to see this explode so bad. I want to see this so bad.
Yeah. It's got it in them too, and they got to know they're better than what they're showing right now, offensively especially. Come on, y'all. Third down he shouldn't even be in third down situations too often. Not with this team. That's just ridiculous. If I got I got Kittle, I should not be in third down situations too often. If I got everybody else that I got Debo, I got Ayuk. I mean, and that's why you brought Jerick McKinnon in. So you don't have these situations. Use him, Kyle.
Yeah.
They just had to get it all together. This may be the week.
But, I get the whole vanilla thing. Vanilla offense, it made sense. Like, you know, the weaker offenses, weaker playing weaker teams. It made sense that I get you didn't want to show, Kyle didn't want to show his playbook. Like, oh, okay. Well, people can game plan this summer, but you got to do a little better than that. Better play
You need to win if you go do that. Don't get a whooping.
Yeah. And then you make us look back when you don't do what you need to do. It's like, why are you playing to this shitty level? Come on, now. You're better than this. You're a much better team than that.
I suspect you got a close game score, too. What do you got for a score?
I do. You know me how I feel about it. It's always rival teams. I'm always really, really close to you. You know, I've always felt that no matter how good we are or how bad we are. I'm giving 20 to 26 Niners in overtime.
20 to 26. All right. We don't need to kick the field goal.
And I'm saying
right.
I'm saying in overtime too. I think this game will go to overtime.
Could be. I hadn't thought about that one. All right.
So I'm thinking overtime. We win in overtime. But all right.
I'll look for you Sunday and say, look at Emilio. He got it right. All right. All right, Emilio.
Hey, Ronbo.
We'll see you then.
Let's get this up. All right.
Yes, indeed. All right, fam. Oh, yeah. Hey, it's Jay. Get on in there, Jay.
Bro.
Hey, Jay.
What did it do?
Jay, man, we're sitting here looking at the Rams, and the first thing we all agree on is the Rams, you know how they tell us last year, they was talking about the 49ers until week 12. Y'all ain't played nobody. Okay, see, now we can say the same thing about the Rams. Rams, they've been cleaning up out east, and now we need to find out if we can say that about the Rams come Monday morning.
How you doing? 604? Yeah, I got you. My bad, Ronbo.
So go ahead. I like what's going on in there.
The Rams.
Yeah.
You do the same, boss. Yeah, would it will? You know, I think we're gonna win this game. Well, I didn't think that at first, you know, but I'm gonna give him one more chance.
May as well.
And it ain't. And I know everybody talking about Jimmy G. It ain't that we don't think Jimmy G's a good quarterback. He's just not an elite quarterback. That's all. He can win the game. He can win when everything else around him good. But you know, when things fall apart, can you be the elite quarterback that we need? That's the only thing we doubt about Jimmy.
And Jay, the thing is, I wonder sometimes, some quarterbacks, Jimmy needs 2 or 3 guys. If any one of them is missing, it seems he's one of those quarterbacks gets dramatically affected. Last year when Edelman was out, Tom Brady, some guys just have their bread and butter guy. He's got to be there. Because Jimmy, I'm not going to call him elite. I don't think he's as bad as he's being portrayed. Because he seems
he's not terrible.
Yeah, he seems to come through in some very interesting situations like he did. Even me, who's a big fan of his, I did not see that performance in New Orleans coming. See?
Oh yeah, everybody getting his own once in a while.
Yeah, he needs to stay in it more often and be consistent, and stop having a bad game in order to have a good game. You know, that's what pisses me off. Yeah, so that's why I look for him to have a great game this Sunday.
No, I ain't trying to be too religious, but when I was hearing y'all talk earlier, it just came to me like when God told Abraham to take his son and sacrifice his son. You know what I mean? Be faithful. Yeah. I feel the same way about Jimmy G. You know, we were sacrificing him. We were sacrificing him the whole season, and then right when we about to crucify Jimmy G, you know what I mean? The Lord sent a ram. To take his back.
Oh my God, Jay! How'd you come up with that? That's hilarious.
I don't know. It just came to my mind. You know.
Okay.
You know, so the Rams gonna be our sacrificial. You know, sacrifice this week. You know, to get us back on track and keep Jimmy G.
They should. And the Rams know they can't whoop Jimmy. One thing Jimmy loves to do is whoop the Rams. Let's see if he keeps that up. Because he ain't lost against them yet.
They only got one corner, so, you know, their defense ain't as all as it cracked up to be.
And their linebackers are terrible. So I don't know why the 49ers, Kyle should be able to exploit that area all day long.
Oh, yeah. Double team Aaron Donald, early play, no matter what. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't never put him on one-on-one with nobody on this line.
Because he's going to beat him.
This line ain't proved they can block nobody one-on-one.
And
well, that's a problem, but the main problem with the offensive line is they lack communication.
Yeah, they're not a cohesive unit. They ain't worked long enough. You got 2 new guys on that line. Brunskill's playing out of a position he wasn't playing. They should be used to Garland at center, though, Jay. I don't understand.
Yeah, but I don't see Garland like when we had Richburg last year before he got hurt, you see him pointing out certain players on defense. Yeah, you know what I mean? Ben Garland, all you see him with his head down ready to hike the ball.
Right. Doesn't know how to do that. So that means Kyle Shanahan's got to stay in that helmet as long as he can. He can't see the field, though, the same way the center can. I'm hoping Garland is picking it up and learning it. I figure he's pretty sharp. You can't be a captain in the military and be stupid. So he's got to be able to do this. He just needs more training.
And that put more pressure on the quarterback because he got to, you know, help the offensive line, change their pass protection.
Well, this is why I wish they could actually get Alex Mack. Alex Mack was playing with a broke leg in the Super Bowl. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah,
that'd be nice.
And Mack knows what he's doing when it comes to Kyle Shanahan's offense and calling stuff out. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, but this is all it. This is it right here. You know what I mean? We lose this game, well,
bad.
You know, I'm in the Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes for everybody else.
We ain't no Jay, get over Trevor Lawrence. You know how Kyle does not like them golden boys? He never picked Trevor Lawrence.
Man, you better go out there and get sunshine.
He'll get somebody. He'll bring somebody back that you'll be saying things like, "What? That's Kyle."
Yeah, you're right. But you see Justin Herbert out there in Johnson Island, and they just like, Trevor Lawrence, just not on his talent level.
There you go.
So if they out here doing what they doing, oh, man, I can just imagine.
See, Trevor. Jay, what do you got for a score, though?
I got 27-23.
27-23. All right. Everybody's got about the same, thinking the same direction. All right. Well,
Yeah,
Jay,
it's going to be a tough game.
Yeah, oh, yeah. 4 quarters of intense football. We got used to it by now. All right, fam. Let me see you Sunday as you're cruising around the country, dropping off payload. All right.
You know what I'm doing. I'm trying to work hard like you, Ronbo.
Yeah, you're doing a good job, ain't you? All right.
Alrighty. You have a blessing. Appreciate what you do, Ronbo. You're the best in the business.
Thanks, Jay. Appreciate you, fam.
No problem. Bang, bang, Niner game. Let's get it.
Big Jay. Night, Jay.
Night, Rambo.
And I see Clarence Molina. Thanks, Clarence, for that contribution. He says 27-23. He wants to holler. 27-23.
Ronbo.
He said do it Ronbo style. Oh, God.
Ronbo.
Here he comes. Yes, I can hear you, Rudy. Come on in.
Hey, I'm sorry, Ronbo. I had to break in because we got to go to the movies. I'm going to be late. Listen, I gotta change the mood here now. The Rams are going to blow you guys out. I like all the Niner fans being, Homer Niner fans and trying to lick the other, try to stiff upper lip.
And
but it's going to be a statement game. It's going to be a statement game, and Donald's going to feed. And that's just the way it's going to be. You guys can't stop it. It's just it is what it is. And Shanahan's going to be on the hot seat. And Stella, they might fire the guy because it's going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly. I just want you guys to know that.
And you accuse us of being homers?
No, it's not homers. No, it's not homers because you guys are hurting our defense.
I think it's
do what we should do.
I think it's opinion versus opinion. I don't know if anybody needs to be calling anybody a homer. I mean, you got just as much chance to win that game as you do. It's not like you're overwhelming. You don't have overwhelming talent, Rudy. So to call us homers makes no sense.
But look, you had the one guy earlier talking about, if you don't have 5 rings and this and that. You don't. Most of these guys on this chat, they never even saw a live 49er win on TV. They have to ask their dad about it. That's the thing that's hilarious. Yeah. It's kind of like guys up here bragging about your old girlfriends, Ronbo. Yeah. They're saying, hey, Ronbo, you had some nice girlfriends. They had nothing to do with it. They're talking about stuff that you told them. Rudy, most of these Niner fans on here never saw a live Super Bowl win. Rudy, at least us and the Seahawks did. So let's just put that away. Let's put that to bed. Santa Clara hasn't won any rings. They have no ring.
I could see you already did. But, Rudy, remember you were talking about the championship days of the Rams going all the way back to what year was that? So I think a little respect for a team's past is warranted. I don't know that. I don't think anybody cares about any personal opinions about the Rams' past or 49ers' past.
Once a decade, the Rams will be in the championship game. But that doesn't matter. We're talking about now.
Well, we've been twice. You don't see us saying,
the greatest show on turf, Rams won the Super Bowl.
We've been twice in this decade. So, it's not beyond.
But the fact of the matter is, since the 49ers have gone to Santa Clara, they haven't won jack. That Santa Clara trophy case is empty as hell. All they have is a female athlete of the year award in Kaepernick. So let's just remember that. But listen,
I have sympathy.
Wait a minute, Ronbo.
Rudy, let me just say this to Rudy.
Ronbo, you better hang up on this.
I do sympathize with you, Rudy.
Hang up on this dude, Ronbo. Ronbo, I can't understand. I can't understand for the life of me. One, I just want this question answered. You mean to tell me? Let's see what you have to say, man. Rudy. Out of all the YouTube channels the Rams may have, how did you find Ronbo show? How did you do it? Y'all barely beat the Giants. You asked the question. Y'all barely beat the Giants. Let me explain to you. So I found Ronbo,
I go on McCarver and them leave messages and Grant Cohn. You know, they're big homers too, but they at least know that the Rams are going to win this game. But listen, Rombo's the best in the business.
They didn't say the Rams are going to win this game.
Rombo's the best in the business. He's a 49er fan. And he's a great 49er fan. I come and I kid him and stuff, but you know, he's doing what he has to do. You know, he's the best in the business. But we're talking about our teams. They don't have nothing to do with teams.
But we know that. But we know that. But shouldn't you be right now on the Rams network saying what are you all going to do?
Who said I don't? I go on Mark Holmes. I go on Mark Holmes thing too. The Cowboys.
Okay, well guess what? Well, guess what? Mark is holding your place in line right now.
So you don't like a guy coming out here giving you guys facts. You guys like to just have your butts kissed when you guys are sorry and say, you know what? I think Jimmy G's going to snap out of it after 8 games. Jimmy G's going to be somebody who's not.
Language.
Y'all barely beat the Giants.
That's hilarious, man. If you were a sports
Rudy, you're talking in facts.
You
You're talking in facts. Okay, we're presenting facts. Rudy, don't accuse people of being homers.
Let's look at it.
I mean, you've got no eligibility for that. You've got to call it as it is.
Well,
give us your opinion.
We'll take it. Okay, let's break it down. Shanahan,
real quick.
Shanahan, since he's came to the 49ers, has losing season. Here's another one. They went to one great year last year, and they had to prove that it wasn't a fluke, and they're not showing that. McVay,
Rudy,
in a bad
we're
season,
in week
he's had nothing but
6.
winning season.
Rudy, week 6. You don't know if they're going to have a losing or winning season. It's too early to determine that.
My man, your guys my man,
quarterback.
Ronbo,
Jimmy sat himself.
My man, your guys' wins is against Washington, the Giants, the weakest receivers in all the NFL. The Philadelphia, who has no receivers. You guys barely beat that game.
You guys lost
we gonna smash you guys on Sunday. We gonna put our foot up your ass. That's what we gonna do. That's what the Niners do.
Rudy, the last time you went to the Super Bowl, Rudy, what was the score? The last time you went to the Super Bowl, what was the score?
Exactly. Shut your ass up talking. You
Shut your bitch ass up and get off the motherfucking phone.
Go
find your girl. Go find your girl. Your girl's waiting on you. Your girl's waiting on you in the car. Somebody else is about to take her. Go get her.
I'm gonna start hanging people up. We're gonna let's get rid of Rudy and everybody else, and then leave Trez up because it's his time. All right.
But listen.
Good night, Rudy.
Forget about the personal insults. We're talking about teams. So let's look at it.
Well, you're on your way to the movies.
You guys were good last year.
Rudy, go ahead.
So let's just look at it.
All right. Thank you, Rudy. We got it. Okay. All right.
But
Bye,
I just want to know, it's going to be Rams 38, Lions 17.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Right. Bye, Rudy. Not like Rudy to get that, your blood flowing, isn't it? Trez, let us start from the beginning, Trez. You want me to get some? I got the red and gold right here. Go ahead. Is Trez still with us?
Go to put some red and gold. Go to put some red and gold up there.
We're throwing all over the place here.
Just go to put some red.
You know, Trez, one thing because we have such a good time, and after coming off the Super Bowl, you know, people hate us because they ain't us, right? So here comes Rudy. Texas boy.
Well, you know, the thing with Rudy though, Ronbo, if he was consistent, I could understand it. But when they failed in the Super Bowl, we didn't hear from Rudy. When we went to the Super Bowl, we didn't hear from Rudy.
He changed his name.
We couldn't find him. He was nowhere to be found.
So he was in there, but he changed his name, so you didn't know who he was. And some of our folks found out, investigated and found out it was him.
So he was ashamed. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy. I mean, out of all the channels, you know, you find your way over here. I just find it fascinating. And him saying you're the best in the business, you are. But you with us, not them. So I'm trying to figure out how the hell do you find your way over here? That just I don't understand.
Trez, like I tell all of our people, these people, you got the Chiefs fans in here, the Hawks keep representation in here. You got several teams that are always in here. Cleveland's in here. See, these people, they like being around royalty. Let's face it, Trez, the 49er franchise is one of the best in NFL history. These people feel inferior. they feel subservient. So when they could take down the king, they like to come in and mess with the fan base and clown them. Because when we have down moments, that's the only chance they got. Last year, we couldn't find these people, right? So now they're in here. And the Raider fans, they should be here any minute now. They get one more win, and they'll be back. So, this is something we have to live with.
Yeah. So, well, I'm going to move on to our game now. Because Rudy just messed it all up for the whole night for everybody. Because he done took this somewhere it didn't even have to go. I just tell you. But I'm gonna just go with the keys to the game, Ronbo. We got to win on all three levels, Ronbo. All phases, we got to be winning. We got to win the defensive battle. We got to win the offensive battle. We must control the game as far as clock management, the running. And on top of that, we got to play tough on special teams. That's just the keys to the game, point blank, period. Jimmy got to come out, give it his best. The defense got to give it their best. We must have absolutely 100% Kyle Shanahan's best from all our coaching staff, because this team has been unprepared for the last two games. And it showed up big time. It
looked like it, didn't it?
And I put that on, I put that strictly on Kyle Shanahan. And for anybody that calls in again, everybody's entitled to their opinion, and we value that. Okay, in here we value your opinion, but please stop saying that Brian Allen single-handedly lost that game, because guess what? Brian Allen signed with the 49ers, came off a practice squad, and played in a game that he was unexpected to start. If anybody get put in a situation like that, they're not setting you up for success. They're setting you up for failure. And that's strictly on our coaching staff. That is nobody else's fault but our coaching staff.
Trez, give Akello some blame too. Whitner was right about Akello. Akello better not do that again. You need it. You don't make us put somebody out there that can't play or not ready yet.
They can't play. Right. But to sit and blame that strictly on him,
on Brian Allen.
We can't.
And that's what Salah said.
But
But Trez,
that's all I got, Ronbo.
Trez, give us you came in and put the police on Rudy. That was good. Trez, but we need your score though.
I don't have a score, Ronbo. I'm just saying
you don't, do you? That's right.
In order for us to win,
are we winning?
In order for us to win,
you said.
I'm always gonna have us win. But I'm saying, in order for us to win, we got to win in all three phases. You see what I'm saying?
I agree.
This is the bottom line.
I agree.
We got to win in all three phases of the game.
Got to come out strong.
You got to come out strong, right?
All right, Trez.
Shout out to my TNT brothers.
Yes.
Y'all know who you are, the first lady of TNT. Shout out to her.
I was going to say you got a sister in there, too.
We love you.
All right.
Yes, sir. She's the first lady.
Yes.
And shout out to you, Ronbo, and your staff, man. We greatly appreciate everything you do, man.
Thanks
Everybody else, y'all have a good night. Thanks, Ronbo.
You too, Trez. Talk to you later.
All right.
And speaking of the first lady of D&D, she is here. Hey, Denise, come on in.
How's it going, Ronbo?
Denise, it's going great. I thought as a member of TNT,
Ronbo, I have to tell you, that was the most hysterical thing I just witnessed on your show.
Rudy has that ability. He can come in and make 20, 30 guys mad at the same time. That is an art form. The man's got talent. He used to make me outrageously mad, too. I don't get mad at Rudy anymore because I know his motivation, his whole MO when he comes in here is to set 49er fans on fire. I refuse to be lit. Go ahead, Rudy. I'll wait till you say something. I'll come back at you. I am not going to get mad because that's what he wants you to do. I'm not making his day. But we had 4 or 5 people that did.
And what does he think?
You heard.
He was like, he said the 49er fans that we don't know what's like. What does he think, that we're all 10?
Right? And that we have no right to expect to win, and that you're homers, and then he speaks in a tone where I'm the voice of reason here, and that automatically is going to make people mad, and he knows it. I got to give him credit. He knows how to make you really mad.
Oh, God.
But Denise, let's get away from mundane, mediocre minds, and let's get back into football. 49er football. Denise, what's going on this week? Have we got a chance to win this game? And what is it going to take to win?
I am lighting all my candles. I'm praying. Everything I can to lift us up. God, please be with us. Lift us up, baby. Lift us up.
You reminded me of Jay. Go ahead. You heard his analogy, right? With the sacrifice of your people come up with things sometimes that just I didn't even see that coming. Jay, as you roll down the road, that was hilarious. But Denise, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I thought it was good. And see, I'm like Jay. I'm not a Jimmy G hater. I believe in Jimmy G. I just don't think he's elite. I think he's good, but he's not elite.
And that's fair.
And I'm just not sure if he can, I'm hoping, don't get it twisted. I am hoping and praying. Two things I think need to happen. One, I think Jimmy needs to pass, we need to get our run game started, but in order for that to happen, we need Jimmy to pass, make some passes, get everybody involved, and then we'll put the defense on their heels a little bit, and they'll respect, the pass game a little bit, so then we can start running the ball.
Yeah.
Because if they don't respect the pass, they're going to stack the box, and then Aaron Donald's going to go to work, and God help us.
Though, Denise, they're not real good against the run. I got a feeling that that's going to make it easy for that pass game to work, because they're going to have to.
And I can't remember if it was Jay, but I think someone said, I'm not sure who said it, but I agree with that person 100%. Kyle, I think, is absolutely going to step his game up, because he can't stand it when they're like, oh, Sean McVay beat Kyle at his own game, blah, blah, blah. Yes. The Kyle Shanahan disciples, he can't stand that. So Kyle's cockiness is probably going to work to our favor, because I think he is going to open up his playbook, because he's going to want to prove, let me be the one to tell you all, I'm the master.
Yep.
You're the disciple, I'm the master.
Yep. You don't want your students beating you up. People that you mentor all of a sudden coming in and just running you off the field. And you can tell that really burnt Kyle up the first couple of seasons.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Kyle's very, he's got a big head. He's very much like, I'm the shit.
And Denise, and remember how many people were saying, well, McVay's better than Shannon. Well, McVay came into a team that had all the talent and tools in the world to work with. Kyle had to come in and build a team first. I kept saying, you wait and see. After Kyle gets through with this brick-by-brick process, we'll see what happens then. Sure enough, swept through the Rams last year. I knew that was going to happen.
Yes, and I do disagree with people when they're like, oh, Kyle Shanahan's on the hot seat. Let's be honest.
No, he's not.
If we fire Kyle Shanahan, who are we getting? Who's the next coach?
This is why I always say, Denise, thank you. People are always getting rid of somebody. Well, then what are you going to replace them with? You're going to get something in there you're really going to hate. So better stick with what worked.
Kyle Shanahan is definitely, is he perfect? Far from it. But let's all remember, too, Kyle's young. He's a young coach.
30, is he 40? He just made 40, did he?
We're going through some, he's 40.
Yeah. This year, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. We're going through some growing pains with Kyle. But let's not forget, he really is good at what he does. Is he perfect? Far from it. But I think we're going to win. I think it's going to be a very tight game. I am predicting 28-26.
Ooh, oh, God, Denise, that means no singing ooh la la in the fourth quarter. I'm going to be sitting there biting on my nails. God. All right. But you know what? You're right. The 49ers have got to get themselves together. It may take 2 or 3 weeks. The offense may start clicking this week, but not as good as they're going to be clicking in the next couple of weeks, as long as everybody stays healthy. So, yeah.
Oh, you know what? I'm telling you, if he can just, I'm telling you, get in your little bag of tricks.
It's that whole offensive unit.
But-
They've got to all pull it together. I don't want to see any more drops. I want to see crisp routes run. I want to see Jimmy put that ball where it's going to go. These are things that take a little time that they probably, I guess, preseason means more to the 49ers than anybody knew, I guess. Strange.
And I'm like you. I don't understand. Like, yo, Jimmy, do you miss a couple games and what? You forget how to play football? Like, what is the problem?
That's strange. Denise, we got to go, though. I'll see you Sunday, and 28-26 could be the right combination of numbers, too.
I will hold my Buddha doll next to my TV. My husband always laughs at me. I hold the Buddha doll next to my TV, and I rub the belly when the game's really tight. And I'm like, please, 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 please.
By the way, did you ever see the movie Grace and Friends by any chance on Netflix?
Yes.
Remember, who's great? Which one? Anyway, her and the doll and the voodoo and the smoke and everything. I can see that being you. We're gonna go, Denise. Rub that Buddha doll. All right, we need it. I'll see you Sunday.
All right. You have a good night.
You too. Bye. Oh,
all right.
God.
Bye.
Hey, Ellis. Ellis.
Ronbo.
Hey, Ellis. It's time, Ellis. What's on your mind as far as this game goes, Ellis? And of course, underline all that with your prediction and score. And no, Joseph Smiley, we're not putting your score down. Go ahead, Ellis.
Yeah, and you can't win a Super Bowl scoring 3 points, really. So shut your mouth.
Boy, that boy.
Anyway, but yeah, man, he. But no, man, I this game, to be honest, and I said the other day, is do or die. This is a must win. It's a division game. We can't afford to lose another, division game. It's time to turn these tables. I'm glad to hear Jimmy G's feeling great, huh? Is that did we quote him? Is that what he said? Or
yeah.
Feels great, baby. That's what he said?
Yeah. Oh yeah. As he told that lady that night.
It was great, baby. Yeah. Yeah, fam. It's mandatory. Jimmy's gotta come out and he's gotta play. And Kyle's gotta let him, move around a little bit. Whatever that first play was that Nick Mullins overthrew to Kyle Juszczyk, we need plays like that.
Yes.
Can we open up against the Rams with that damn play? You know what I mean? We know Jimmy's going to hit it on the nose. Let's start. It seemed like that first round of offensive play calling was really good, but it just was no execution. Unfortunately, by Nick Mullins. Let's inquire. Let's incorporate some of that with the first. Offense. You know what I mean? With our first series, offensively. I know Kyle's got the plays, man. He doesn't need to be worried about anybody being able to scout and be aware. That's why you make new plays. That's why you switch things up. You got to be a chameleon. You got to be able to, you got to be able to blend in and make things look the same, which is what he does anyway. So I wouldn't be as reluctant, to bust out the big plays. Throw a few of them in there. You know what I mean? And just cycle them all in. Go vanilla. Go crazy with it, mix it around. Keep them guessing. We cannot do this predictability stuff. We got to stop the predictable, we got to undo that. Even with the defense, with Coach Saleh. So, and we got the ability, man. We got the staff. We got the players. We got to protect our quarterback. Mike McGlinchey trying to defend himself. I didn't get a chance to talk about it. Mike said 2 or 3 plays. Man, we got you with 2 back-to-back plays on the last drive, my man. You got CJ killed, you know what I mean, on the last drive. Or was that? No, I'm not CJ, but Nick. I'm just saying that was just in the Eagles game alone, man. So yeah, Mike. But he's, Joe Staley's retired. You're not retired. Joe Staley's lost a bunch of weight. You don't need to be trying to lose the same amount of weight as Joe Staley, bro. You're an offensive lineman. We need you to keep the beef up there, man. Get those, get some squats and start upping your leg workouts or something. You know what I mean?
Joe Staley lost weight. You know what?
He lost a grip of weight.
I bet him and Mike were hanging out over the off season, and it was from Joe. I mean, Mike. You know how he looks up to Joe like a beyond mentor. That's where that got started. That is how that happened.
That's what I feel like is probably going on. And Joe's probably, encouraging him to do it just so that he can be active and a little bit more, quicker
speed
on his feet, not realizing that takes away from your lower center of gravity if you're not doing as much workouts with your legs. And he's a big guy already, man. So it's like if he could just maybe get a little bit lower, quit standing up like a tree, get lower, get your lower sense of gravity together, get a little bit lower. And be able to push back, you know what I mean?
But like you're saying, it takes leg strength. If you're going to lose weight, don't let it be – lower body's got to stay big. You got to stay strong.
Period. Yeah, man. What about you, though? What you thinking, family?
No, I've already picked the 49ers. Jimmy G is the one – you know how he is? And I'm not even notice Jimmy G, if he has a stinker game, he usually comes back looking like all-pro Jimmy. I figure that's what's going to come up this weekend. And also that they've had – because he can't take no time off, apparently, which is really worrisome. I look for him in that first unit. You got most of those guys back except for Jordan Reed. I think they had a good practice this week, according to what George Kittle said. So they should come out blazing this weekend. And I don't see the Rams being able to stop
Shout out George, man. Yeah. Shout out to George Kittle, man. I think he's going to try and start, becoming more of a force, and a leader there. Even if he is a young guy, it don't matter. You're not too young to step up and take the reins, man, of the team, and at least with the offense, and then the defense will feed off of that as well, man. Grant Cohn, he's spicing it up a little bit, trying to talking a little bit of mess, but hopefully the coaches and the staff are kind of looking at some of it because he does have a lot of great points. But he does kind of try to start a little bit of, poo-poo in the process. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, give the ball to Raheem, man. Let's get our run game right. Give the ball to him. Let him surf on the Lambs, and let's take this one. We're at home Sunday night. Let's get busy.
And let's do that. And Ellis, you got to give us some digits, man. What is the score in this game?
Man, oh man, I did good the last two wins that we had. I was up there in the 30s, but this time I'm gonna say 28-24.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a close one, a nail biter. Yeah, man, we just gotta play. I mean, we're capable of shutting the Rams down, but we actually gotta put it on. We gotta put it on tape. You know what I mean? Yeah. Which we got the ability. So let's keep our boys lifted, man.
All right.
Thank you, Ronbo, as always, fam.
Thank you.
Much love.
See you Sunday too. All right. Thanks, Ellis.
Yes, indeed. Y'all stay safe, man. Shout out to the Niner faithful. And, on to the Lambs, y'all. Peace and love.
Night, fam. There's Ellis. Plenty of perspective. As most 49er fans, this is why we have these people come in feeding on you guys. They know you guys are the most brilliant fans in the league. They got to come in and mess with you. By the way, if you do get tired of the folks in the chat, you can just block them. What we do is we try not to throw people out unfairly. So if you have a problem with them, just block them and they disappear, right? All right. If you want to converse with them, go ahead. Hey, Stev, come on in, Stev.
What's up, Ronbo?
Stev, as you know, it's Rams time, Stev, and we're 3.5 underdogs. Nobody's picking us to win, and we don't deserve to be picked to win. But, Stev, what are your feelings on this game?
I just want a quick shout out to Trez, and he's an OG in this group, so I got to give him some props, for standing up to Rudy the troll. Rudy the troll. He's just trolling.
I know.
But
I felt like it sounded like I called him 911 the way he came in here.
I love it, man. I couldn't help but just smile. I couldn't help but just smile because Rudy got bang bang Niner gang. We all ganged up. I love that. I couldn't help but just smile and laugh.
Yeah, that was
but anyways, Ronbo, hopefully we could have that same energy, our players on the field. I hope they all think as each and every Rams player as a Rudy out there.
Just beat his brains out.
Take that because it's a scary sight to see the softness in some of our players. You got Mike, trying to not own up to his Mike. Listen, if fans are talking about you, that's the problem. You don't hide it. I mean, Dante, Akala Witherspoon, Armstead had the same problem. What did he do? He came back stronger. But I am a little questionable about Eric. Where are you, Eric?
Armstead,
you should be showing Javon Kimmel the ropes. Damn it.
I mean, he's still getting lots of praise. He's ranked as in the top 5. I don't know why, though. And I'm an Eric Armstead fan. I don't know. I didn't see him doing anything special.
Let me back up.
He may be creating pressure or hits or something. I got to look at his numbers. I don't understand.
Something.
Anyway.
Yeah, let me digress on Eric then. But yeah, we're not seeing.
No,
the
he needs to get a
sacks.
couple of sacks.
We're not
I'm week 5,
yeah,
6,
we're not seeing the
one
belly
sack.
rub. We haven't seen the belly rub too often like last year, but he is missing Nick, and Nick is a big help. So
yeah,
and
Devon's still in training. So yeah.
Yeah, so I'll cut Eric some slack. As far as this game goes, Ronbo, I don't even. This is it. This is it. This is real. There's no other way to put it. I mean, there's no waiting till next week or the upcoming weeks. There's no holding off. There's no it for the Niners to recover and answer, because it's like Kyle Shanahan said, it's going to be a long season if we don't get it together, and that means this week.
Mm-hmm. And you don't want to have losing this week and next week has no meaning. What I don't want the 49ers to do is get to a point that somewhere during the course of the middle of the season, they just stop playing because it doesn't matter. And that's going to creep into their heads.
Yeah.
No matter who you are or where you are, how much you're getting paid. If we're like 2-5 or 6, they know it's over. So they're going to stop playing. And this is the scary thing. They got to win this week.
Yeah, but if we get to that record, Ronbo, it could also be a good thing. I always try to shed light on it. We could see who wants to be here and who wants to be a football player. You know what I mean? And so that's always a good part of it. We
need to get rid of people next year. That's true.
Yeah. So we could that could help us. Clean out the extra luggage we may be carrying. We just don't know because we had a hell of a season last year. Yeah, exactly. there it is. So that could be a good thing. So. And as far as Jimmy, Ronbo, I'm kind of moving faster, but I just want to get my point across. Jimmy, to me, I hear a lot of different opinions, and you're right. Everybody has the right to their own opinions, and but for me, I think Jimmy is very well. Okay, he's not elite now, but his talent is very well elite-like. I think he could be right there at the elite level, top 10 of quarterbacks in the league. He just has to show it. It just has to happen. He has it. He has that it. Like. You and I know he has that it, Ronbo. He just has that something. He has that it factor, but he just has to show it like he did when he came in. He wouldn't have got paid if he didn't have that it factor.
And it wasn't recognized by other coaches. He's 6-1 in prime time. I didn't even know that, but I knew he's doing pretty well. Yeah, 6-1 prime time. So for all the things that are said about Jimmy G, he's actually proven when things get rough, he gets pretty tough. Let's see what he looks like this weekend to make that happen. Hey, Steph, honestly, and I'll tell you the truth, I thought we were going to get ran out of New Orleans last year. I thought we were going to get our brains beat out. We had Koski out. I said, man, God, Drew Brees is going to tear us apart.
And we were like, we were tired at that point. We went on, and we were still undefeated, right? So we were like on our last legs, and you could say.
We were living on the East Coast, right? And then we went to New Orleans on the way back to San Francisco. And I said, man, God, wait, this is going to be awful. And Jimmy went in there.
Yeah. So, man, we'll see what this team is made up of. I just hope they compete. If they compete and lose, okay, I'll respect it.
You accept that.
Do not get don't get rolled over like we did the Dolphins. That I can't respect. But if they give it, but if we. Because, we have injuries, Ronbo, and we got to expect, we can't expect last year. Yeah. This is a whole different thing. So my whole thing is compete your asses off. Show us that, you want to play, that you're trying to play.
Give yourself a chance to win, exactly.
Play a good game. Play a good game and lose respectfully, not Fitzmagic doing spells on you guys, damn it.
Steph, what do you got for a score? What do you got for a score in this game?
Well, I'm going to be like Rudy type of brain, and I'm going to say 40-0, 49ers. No, in reality, though, Ronbo,
See, I tell you, talking like that, Rudy, you start to display your intelligence. Why do you do that? But Steph, what do you think, really?
I'm going to go with 27-23.
All right. I like that.
No, 27-21.
It's going to be definitely going to be tight.
That type of area.
All right.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
All right, Steph. We'll see you Sunday, and let's see what happens. All right.
All right, Ronbo. Shout out to everybody. Much love, and thank you, Ronbo, again.
Hey, thank you, Steph. Always great to hear from you. See you later.
All right, everybody, welcome back to NFL Fantasy Live. We are here in garbage time. It's the last few minutes of our show for the week.
Elliot.
Guys, better.
Ronbo.
Ronbo. Okay, you need to turn your TV down. It's drowning you out.
Before you even go on. I just want to say this before you even go on. Listen, first of all, I want to start off by saying this. Apologies to how I acted last night. I was upset. You know what I mean? I was upset. And when I'm upset, it's easy for me to be argumentative so apologies to the TNT family. Much love to the young lady who was the first lady of the TNT. I ain't got no problem with that at all. I was just upset because I didn't like what they had to say. And when you're listening to stuff, when you're already upset, the first thing you will do is say, listen to this blasphemous bullcrap. So the first thing you say is, bullshit. You know, and look, apologies to Dion, apologies to Denise. Everybody should have the opportunity to do what I think this show is about the most, which is have your opportunity to say what you want to say and not be ridiculed and anything else, because this is your opinion. Okay. And we don't have to agree with everybody's opinion.
Elliot, you know, we only got so much time. I think they got it. And listen, Elliot, I need you to turn your TV down a little bit, or mute it would be nice, because it's drowning you out.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
I got you, bro. I got you, bro. Trust me, I got you.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, at the end of the day, I'm apologetic of how I acted last night.
All right.
I was upset.
All right.
I mean, I was just upset.
I think they understand.
I'm very passionate about my 49ers, man.
All right.
I'm very passionate about my Niners.
Elliot, we got about 3 minutes.
Talk to me and let's get into the subject.
Yeah, let's get into it, because we only got about 3 minutes. All right, go ahead, Elliot. What are your feelings on this game coming up? What's getting ready to happen?
Say that one more time for me, brother.
No, I'm saying because we only got about 3 minutes left. Now, what do you think's going to happen in this game? Now, I'm sure you got some pretty concrete feelings upon what should take place. What do you think?
Listen, man. If I had to say anything, man, I'm not confident.
Yeah.
I'm not, man. I would give you a 34-24 score and say the Rams. Why?
Okay.
The Rams has put up,
and
the Rams has put up 30-plus points. Yeah, the Rams has put up 30-plus points in 3 games, and they have played better teams than we have played, and that's just being honest.
They played everybody in the East.
Cowboys, the Eagles.
Yeah, but
Go ahead.
Yeah, but they lost they won all the teams in the East, and they lost against a Buffalo team. I would say they played. I think Buffalo's
35.
about. Yeah, but that's about the best team they played, though. But go ahead.
And it was, but we lost to the Eagles, so that's better. That's a good
true.
team, obviously, because we couldn't beat them.
But they didn't have their second string.
We can say who we want to, but they're not as bad as we want them to be.
They also didn't have their second string quarterback out there. But go ahead, Elliot. Give me some more.
I'm just gonna say this, man. The Rams are a formidable team.
No doubt about that.
If we think we're gonna walk in here and beat these guys and say because we are the 49ers and we believe in our team and we're faithful, then we have lost our minds. What we have to do is be humble and pray to God. Go ahead.
If you listen to the scores tonight, though, nobody's predicting any blowouts except for Rudy or Krusty. Everybody else, we all know this is going to be.
He's a clown. He's a clown.
Yeah.
He's a clown. We ain't talking about him.
But what I'm saying is,
talk about him. Let's just say.
I'm just saying.
I'm
just saying. Everybody knows this is going to be a tight game, though. So I don't think anybody's taking this game for granted. But go ahead.
Bro, I heard you talking to him, and I was like, is he arguing with this dude?
Yeah. Rudy's been calling and getting involved for 2 years.
You know what? Do you know what? Thank you. Thank you. Because that lets us know how much we are on your mind. We ain't on none of y'all shows. None of y'all. And I'm on everybody's stuff and saying, yo, Ronbo Sports. We gonna laugh at y'all tonight. And you know, when we lose, it's like, God damn it, I got talking all this crap, and here we lost, and we 2 and 3. But I'm gonna just say this, bro. Right now on defense, I'm not confident enough to say, man, we can stop running water from a faucet. So because of who we got coming back, whatever, if his name is not Sherman and everybody else, I'm like, yo, look, we got a chance to lose, and we have a chance to get beat on defense every time. Let's just hope these other teams are not confident enough or creative enough to beat.
Or, Elliot, we can rely on our offense, which is now pretty potent. We got everybody back out there. So remember, for all the defensive issues that we're going to receive, the Rams are going to have their hands full, too. So we're going to see how that works out. Elliot, we done ran out of time.
No doubt.
Remember, we done ran out of time. Let me see you Sunday. We got you down for the Rams 34-24, and I know you can't wait to be wrong.
Okay.
Get my best.
Hell no, I can't wait to be wrong. Hell yeah, I can't wait to be wrong. I'm just praying. Look, again, I told you we can't stop running water right now, man.
Yeah.
So I'm not faithful. I'm
You're not
faithful
feeling
with
it.
our
All
team,
right.
but I'm in. But much respect to the TNT family, and I'm sorry if I seem like I was disrespectful.
No,
man.
I think
was just upset.
they got it. They got it. All right, fam. Give my best little Tyel. I'll see you Sunday. All right.
All right, brother. See you later.
All right. Bye, Elliot. Oh, God.
All right.
See, we're all very passionate about the team. So, yeah, take Elliot seriously. He didn't mean anything. Hey, Johnny V. John.
Hello?
Who's that? John, is that you?
No, it's a faithful Niner fan.
Yeah, I was just saying. That doesn't sound like John. It's Faithful Niner fan?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, well, I don't know what's going on now. Okay. John? Oh, there's somebody broke in on John. Okay. Hey, John, come on in, man. Remember, when you call in, just don't unmute yourself. We'll unmute you. Let's see if we can find John, though. John? Okay. Okay, so I guess we're going to go back to that caller. 480, Arizona. I guess that's you. Faithful Niner fan, I guess. Did he said Faithful Niner fan, right? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. Am I right? It's Faithful Niner fan?
Yep.
Are you on the chat?
I actually am not. I just
Okay.
got off of
I thought I saw that
fucking,
name. No, I just saw that name in the chat. That's okay. All right. So Faithful Niner fan. Come on in. Come on in. And share with us. What are you thinking there about this Rams game?
I think we might pull the dub because we tend to lose games, but then we tend to win games out of nowhere. And I think Jimmy G was out of sync that day just because he had just got off of the injury. But
badly.
Now that he's practiced for a while, now I think he's ready.
Isn't it crazy how Jimmy can't take any time off? He's done this before. If he takes any amount of time off, he just all of a sudden he forgets everything. He can't hit his passers or receivers. He's losing the ball. It's very strange.
Yeah.
But he's had 2 weeks to work himself back into it. Let's see what he looks like this weekend. But go ahead.
I've been looking on it, and I've been getting kind of scared because they're all healthy, and our team isn't really that healthy.
The Rams? Yeah. Yeah, they are all healthy, aren't they?
But I think Brandon Ayuk is really going to do something for us in this game.
Yeah. He's got lots of guys around him. Could make it easier for him, too, because now you've got to deal with a little more offensive weapons than you had to any other week before this one. Faithful, we have everybody out there but Jordan Reed. Now, this should be interesting. We could be getting for a big treat. That's a lot of firepower.
It really is. I think we need to work more on the defense because we did lose a lot of defensive players more than offensive.
That's the thing. When we win games, it's going to be like big scores. That I don't want because there's always a big chance of losing. If your defense dominates, and you got a decent, you don't even have to have a great offense, just a decent offense, chances are you're going to win. Championships are won by defenses, not offense. And well, last year. No, our defense failed last year. So still, same thing.
Yeah, that's very true.
But it won't stay that way. We'll be right back. You know, the defense will be fine. I think they're going to get better the more weeks they get together and play together. You know, because that defensive front line it's a work in progress. The
really
offense is too. The offensive line, we'll see.
Yeah. After we lost Joe Staley, I think we kind of lost it a little bit.
But you know what's strange, Faithful? Actually, Trent Williams, he's probably more talented than Joe. But maybe Joe brought a leadership that I guess works. Trent Williams is a great tackle. He's just having trouble, which can't be explained right now. Although, hey, Faithful, you know what? A lot of teams are doing weird things. That last week when you saw the 49ers fell behind by 3 touchdowns, that defense just started putting the bum rush on the 49ers. They had 9. I thought they were putting 9 in a box. Somebody reported they had put all 11 guys were right up on the line of scrimmage and charging at high speed. There is nothing that's going to stop an 11-man attack unless you just get rid of that ball as fast as possible. But can you get it back? Can you get rid of that ball fast enough? Because, Faithful, as soon as your ball is snapped, you got count 1. If that ball's not gone, it's over. And we saw that last week. Oh, that's scary. So we'll see what happens this week. Can't fall behind. Oh, cannot. Not by that distance. Whew. Whoa.
No, I think we ran ourselves down once we started losing all those points because that was just embarrassing to see.
It really was. That's why we got to win the next 5 games in a row so everybody can forget about what happened with Miami. Oh, God.
Yeah.
That is sick. What do you got for a score? What do you think is going to happen?
I think we're going to pull a close one.
Yeah, most of us do. What do you think is going to score be?
I'm probably predicting around 20 to like 25.
20-25? Yeah. And we've lost by that score once. We should win by once, that same score. Oh, God. All right. Well, Faithful, great to meet you. We're gonna go. I'm gonna see you Sunday after the game, and if you win, we'll be calling your name. All right.
All righty.
All right. Great to meet you. Have a good night.
Thank you, Ronbo.
Thank you. Bye-bye. And let's go back and check and see if John is ready. Hey, John, are you available?
Ronbo.
Hey, there, John. Are you eating potato chips?
No, I'm eating cookies.
I knew it was something crunchy. John, time to talk about the Rams and 49ers game coming up here Sunday. And if you've been listening, you've had a potpourri of madness tonight. One thing we can all agree on, though, except for Krusty, we all believe this game is going to be close. Oh, God.
Yeah, I hope Rudy chokes on his popcorn. But really, I'm pumped, Ronbo. I'm pumped. I think we bounce back. I think it's going to be a hard-fought game. I think Aaron Donald's going to give us a hell of a hard time across that line.
But he is.
I think that Trent Williams is going to hold his ground. He's going to prevail today. I think we're going to see a different Niners team, Ronbo, just because Jed York doesn't seem very happy with the team. Kyle looks like he's seeing ghosts. Jimmy's dancing around like the dancing queen behind that line, doing his little twirl.
It never always fails.
And I think, I mean, listen, when he says it feels good or it's doing great and all this, you know, Jimmy, you said that last time and it just looked like hell. You know, like I don't know what to believe until I see it. You know, I want to see you out there moving around and doing good.
And connecting. Yeah.
And connecting, absolutely. Releasing the ball, Ronbo. Jimmy's worst thing this season is getting rid of the damn ball.
Oh, and And I keep watching downfield. You know, you look at your screen, and you see guys standing by, and you're wondering, that option wasn't the best one, was it? Okay, let's see what it looks like the next play. And you keep on doing that, and after a while you think, Kyle, when you guys go into the film room, would you please maybe talk about these issues? You guys can see it when you're sitting in the film room. Let's get that ironed out.
Like, can you throw the ball 25 yards outside the numbers? No.
Yeah, well, I've never seen him. He does that on occasion. He used to go sideline. Remember Marquise Goodwin was with us? He was hitting it outside the numbers constantly. That's all he did.
So, I mean, he feels more confident when the receiver's getting separation.
Yeah. Well, you got to time it, though. And that's difficult. He doesn't trust them to do that. There's only one. Debo's not bad at that. Ayuk has proven he has that ability. George has been doing that ever since 2 years ago.
Right.
So, he's got no real excuse. Give it a shot.
And what's the worst that can happen at this point?
Yeah.
I mean, we need to win this division game, Ronbo.
Got to.
This is like our season relies on this matchup.
Mm-hmm.
It really does, man.
I know. Last week,
And
I thought
really
last week
to,
you did.
Well, I did too, but, unfortunately, nobody gives a shit what I wanted. So
I did. I wanted to be 3-1. This 2-3 is not fun. My God.
No, it's not. It really isn't. It really isn't. Jed York is pissed.
I know.
And I kind of like knowing that Jed York's pissed. I had no problem with him running out, leaving the game at halftime. I had no problem with that, Ronbo. None.
Nice. Yeah.
None. Why not?
Because he
he's
doesn't
the
want to
owner
make any
of the team.
decisions.
Why not?
I agree.
Right.
Why sit there and watch that?
Right. I mean, what kind of message does that show your GM and your head coach? That you're just going to sit in there and watch them shit the bed? No. No, he's pissed, and they need to know it. And it's important. That's why Kyle looks the way he does.
I was getting ready to say, I wonder that's why Kyle's looking like Kilgore when he's sitting there in those interviews, peeking out from underneath his hat. I've never seen him like that.
Mm-hmm. Me either. Me either, Ronbo. Me either. Not at all. And you know what? That's a sense of uneasiness. And I like that you feel that way because, here at home, I feel like punching the wall between the studs. Mm-hmm. So, I want you to feel uneasy, I want you to feel uneasy. I want you to understand that you need to get back to the lab and figure this crap out. There's no reason why we should look so out of sync. We need to be in sync. That, like you said, they had a full week of practice, everybody there. Maybe this is what they needed, and maybe,
it'll make a
maybe
difference.
we see our Niners again. Maybe we see them come through.
Yeah,
But
I expect John.
I'm
Look
scared,
for it.
Rumble.
They know they embarrassed themselves last week. That's just
Yes,
awful.
they did. They did.
They know it.
They did, and that's what's important. You need to rise up because last week
and
was
do something about that. John, give me a score.
You were the NFC champs, and you look like the damn Browns.
Oh. Hey, we got a Browns fan in the chat, John. You're picking on him again. John, give me a score, though. We're going to wrap up here in a minute. What do you got for the score?
Let's do it. I got the Niners 30, and I got Rams 21. So 30-21.
Right. That's one of the bigger spreads. All right. I wish, and I hope. If you win, John, I'll be delighted. All right.
I'll be delighted, Ronbo.
Let me see.
My man. All right, brother. I love you. Love the show.
Hey, love you back, fam. Look for you Sunday. All right. And there's Johnny's score. Hey, Alex. Alex. I heard some sound. Who is that? Alex, is that you? Sounds like he's having tech difficulties, doesn't it? Oh, you know those movies where they're communicating with another planet and it's an extraterrestrial out there somewhere? He's trying to communicate? Alex?
If you're still 49 faithful, give me a hell yeah.
It's slick.
From SL to NY worldwide. We're bigger than a nation. We're a motherfucking empire.
Oh my God, fam, guys, we're trying to clear the language up a little bit. It's 5 kids. It's the mama just made them go to bed. Slick, come on in, man. What's up?
So Rambo.
Oh God, I love when he does that. He forgot to break the glass when he came in, though. Oh, that's my favorite part too. Hey, Slick. Slick, you still connected? Slick.
Yes, sir.
Slick, man, give me some observations, because I believe Slick's in SoCal too. Slick, you have a lot to be concerned with in this game, as there's a few Rams fans probably running around the area that you may have run into on occasion that you don't want to hear from. What do you think is going to happen in this game?
I think that it doesn't matter what. Ronbo, I ain't even tripping. I think the Niners were actually looking ahead to this game and the ones up ahead that they got a root away. They got overconfident, so now they're finally going to get their crap together and they're going to show out.
Kyle playing basic football. Yeah, I bet you're right. You know what? If they do, you and a bunch of other people believe, and I'm starting to buy into it too. Kyle's been taking it easy so nobody can open up, plan for him, and playing weak football and doing basic things that you knew you were supposed to beat the Giants and the Jets and the Eagles and all these people, the Cardinals. They were supposed to get beat. No, got a whooping. I'm going to be mad if I find out that if the 49ers look like all kind of football this week, we have reason to be mad. Slick, I'm telling you, man. Say, Kyle, are you serious right now? But anyway.
Yeah, it's going to be battle of the Eagles because Kyle would be damned if he's going to let Mack Gay like humiliate him in national TV. You know what I mean? Like, prime time is our time, and we're going to be wearing them white unis too. So,
oh yeah, forget about that. Yeah, that makes a difference. Can't come out there and get no whooping in the white uniforms.
And this is what we're going to see. You can be explosive because Jimmy's going to rely on him the way he relied on Sanders last year. Yeah. On Emmanuel Sanders last year. So you're going to see a lot of Ayuk and a lot of Debo too. And I know. There's no way that Donald's gonna do what he do, so he gonna eat. But Kai already knows that's gonna happen, so he's gonna have like plays already to get rid of that ball quick, faster than a hurry. So
I hope so, because you know.
And not only that, but Armstead, DJ Jones, and Hyder are gonna have sacks. And
nice.
I wouldn't be surprised if Fred Warner and Jimmy Ward are having interceptions or at least turnovers.
Because they should stunt this week. Slick, they should. This is not a mobile quarterback. He pretended to be one last year, and Fred hurt his feelings. This year, go ahead and drop his butt behind that line of scrimmage. Yes. God, that'll be so refreshing.
I mean, I know E-Man Mosley's coming back.
Yeah.
Thank God he's coming back, but you don't know how he's going to return because he had the concussion. So I don't know if he's going to be timid or he ain't going to come out the same. But I'd rather still have a 75% Mosley than Dante Johnson or Allen or Kells. I don't care. I mean, they could all sit in the bench and watch, but because I'll take Mosley and Verrett all day. You know what I mean? So
I just praise these on the field. Yeah.
And I think Rudy had to start the score right, but it's going to be Niners 38, Lambs 35. It's going to be a high-scoring game.
Yeah,
it's going to be a high-scoring game.
Because man,
because they're gonna try to outshow each other.
Yeah.
But Kyle will be damned if he's gonna let him embarrass him like that in national TV.
Yeah. They got a couple of good running backs. I just hope Mostert is like tearing butt tomorrow. Mostert's got to get loose on these people. If that happens, we can control that game. And that's what we got to get going. That way Jimmy can pick and choose on them second downs. Pretty soon you get first down if you want to throw the ball. Because the Rams ain't going to know what to do. Mostert is just killing them. So this is what we got to get going. So we'll see what happens.
I noticed that in the chat, Tommy, that needs testosterone, looking like Limp Biscuit over there. He talks a lot of crap.
Don't he?
You know what? You know what they say about people who have big mouths, right? They have a reason to have a big one because they've been picked on all the time and stuff. But the only reason the Chiefs even won that Super Bowl is he keeps bringing it up. It's because the refs they're on their side. They wanted like Pat Mahomes to win the Super Bowl because that's the new face of the NFL.
Yeah,
you know?
the golden boy. Yeah,
I mean, they were holding balls all game. They didn't call ish. You know,
and Slick, how is it that one of the league's weaker offensive lines just dominated one of the best defensive lines in the league? See, that narrative I'll never get over. You know what, though? That's fine. Let them have it. They haven't had one since they started, so fine. Let them have that.
Without the Reds, they wouldn't have won that game, and they know it. And if they think otherwise, they're full of ish. You know what I mean?
You know it, too. Slick, all
right, Ronbo.
Good stuff. Fair. I'm Slick. Always great to hear from you. I'll see you Sunday if you get a chance. All right?
Yeah, hey, it's gonna be a Uke time on Sunday, so keep your eyes open. Keep your eye on Ronbo going to a Uke all night. Watch.
I tell you, man, I'm loving it.
All right, let me go out like Nighthawk. Let me go out like Nighthawk.
Okay.
Go Niners.
Perfect. Night Slick. Let me go. Hey, Russo. Russo.
Hey, Ronbo, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Come on in, Russo. Yeah, long time no hear from Russo, man. What's up?
I know. How you been, bro?
Great up until these last 4 weeks. And it has nothing to do with the record. It's with the bodies dropping one after another. That's so scary. But Russo, it is what it is. What's going to happen this weekend?
Yeah, the injuries have been pretty brutal. I mean, I don't think anybody really saw that coming. So, I mean, all you got to do is, you just they got to keep trucking. And, I mean, glass half full, this is the very first week. This is the first week that the 49ers have had their entire first-string offense practicing in full all year, including training camp.
I'm telling you.
They were missing Debo in the very beginning. So, I'm looking at it like, the offense should look a lot better this week. And for me, the only way that they're going to win this game is if they control the ball. They need to win the time of possession, and Raheem Mostert has to be.
Ronbo, I used to suck your cock in the alley. I'll suck your cock in the alley.
God, that's just so strange. Any grown man that does things like that, what is your problem? All right, go ahead, Russo.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm looking at Raheem Mostert's averaging 7 yards a carry this year. So he needs the ball because if they're going to win the game, they're going to have to control the line of scrimmage up front, run the ball, use the play action. When they start, like even in the Dolphins game last week, like Mostert would have like a 15-yard play. Then he'd have like they'd get another first down, then they'd come and throw it 3 straight plays, and then they're punting. And obviously we all know that Brian Allen is the real reason why the 49ers lost last week because he just completely left them hanging in the secondary, and then they were playing catch up, and
you can't run your offense.
The game is out of hand. The game is completely out of hand.
And game plan goes into the garbage. Yeah. Now you're airborne on every other shot.
Yep. I mean, Raheem Mostert, 7 yards a carry. Jerick McKinnon's averaging 5.5 yards a carry. That needs to be the absolute game plan. And then, work these. I didn't see a single reverse to Debo or Ayuk last week. Run these reverses. Get Kittle open in the middle of the field. Like, honestly, when Kittle has a game like he had against the Eagles and we lose and he has, 150 yards and 10 catches and a touchdown, that's not the 49ers' identity. But when Kittle has 5 for 50 and he's mauling you in the run game, that's when the 49ers
That's 49er football. Russo, let me ask you a question, though. Do you buy into the theory that Kyle Shanahan has been dragging butt, thinking that they could probably beat those other teams that we played before now? With his vanilla offense, his basic plays, run, throw, nothing real special. Every now and then throwing in a play that's impressive, like that one to when you saw Juice running free and Mullins overshot him. But, that's normally what you see with Kyle at least once or twice a game. And we haven't seen much of that. if we see it tomorrow,
see, that
I'm
was
really annoyed.
That's
But
the
go ahead.
exact play I was going to point to. Is Kyle is calling these plays, but they're not executing because just like you said, Kyle Juszczyk had a 50-yard play, maybe a touchdown, and and Mullins just completely misses them. So for me, it's not Shanahan. It's the offense not executing.
Yeah.
It's just they're not executing. And I mean, like Jimmy, he didn't have a full week of practice. He was, I mean, a high ankle sprain is 4 to 6 weeks full recovery, and he only missed 2 games.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he was like, hey, look, like they were desperate. They were like, we have to win this game. And he's like, look, I can play.
Yeah.
And they fell behind so quickly, and Kyle's like, look, I'm not going to put Jimmy back here.
Yeah, he would
throw
have
it
left him
30
out
times.
there had it been close.
Yeah, he's looking at the big picture. He doesn't want to. He'd rather lose 1 game than lose 6. So, I mean, honestly, I'm looking at this game. The Rams, they've played well. Don't get me wrong, but they beat the Cowboys, who are horrible. Okay?
Everybody does.
They beat the Redskins.
Everybody
they beat the
does.
Eagles,
Yeah,
right?
well,
I know we lost to
us.
the Eagles, but we
look how
we had a lot of backups.
Yeah.
And we barely lost.
Mm-hmm.
They lost to Buffalo,
Mm.
and then they beat the Giants, but they barely beat the Giants at home.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like they're going out there and blowing teams out, and they're just look so good.
Yeah, they're not dominant by anybody's imagination or any stretch of the imagination. But you got to play them honest, and that's the 49ers can't come in clowning around. So
Right. No, I agree. And Jason Verrett has been Pro Bowl Jason Verrett.
Very good.
He looks awesome. Mosley coming back is like the biggest player that the 49ers, aside from Richard Sherman, that is the biggest player they could have gotten back this week. That's going to help out a lot. My real concern is who's going to cover Cooper Kupp in the slot, because normally K'Wan Williams would be there. I know we saw Jimmy Ward on him quite a bit last year. He does good.
Yeah,
But
Jamar
I think
Taylor.
Cooper
Did we see
Kupp is
Ward covering Kupp last year or the year before? Because I think it was K'Wan
No, it was
Williams.
last year.
K'Wan.
No. Remember in the first Rams game when Jimmy Ward had those 2 big 3rd and 4th down stops on Cooper Kupp, and he was going all nuts running off the field? That was the first game that we played the Rams. We beat him 21-7. Jimmy Ward was on him quite a bit that game.
Okay. Because K'Wan Williams, if we had him, I wouldn't have any worries about Kupp all day long. Anybody else, I goes for every team. K'Wan's really underrated.
That's the guy that I'm worried about, is who's going to cover Cooper Kupp, because between Verrett and Mosley, we can do what we got to do on Woods, and these other guys, they got Jefferson, and I think they can do okay. And the 49ers have done really well stopping the run. So I feel like if they can really run the ball, control the line of scrimmage,
we
clock
should be able to control the tempo.
limit the Rams' possessions. Yeah. And Dre Greenlaw is going to be starting this week. He's going to get a lot more snaps. So I'm hoping that could be a blessing in disguise, where maybe he'll make some big plays.
Got it. Russo, we're out of time. Let me get your score, and we'll see what you got here. What do you got?
All right, I'm going to give you my score, but one quick thing. The one thing that I'm going to be really bummed out about is the fact that these coaches have to wear masks, because I wish I could see Sean McVay make that fucking face again when we beat them this week.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
49ers, the 49ers are going to pull this game out. I think they're going to win. Very, very close game. I'm going to say 27-24. Robbie Gould's going to have the game-winning field goal. And it just feels like this is the game that everyone's on the Rams, and I think that the 49ers are just going to somehow pull it out.
Yep. I agree. Because this
So
is
I'm
the game
going
we
with
don't
it.
think we can
I'm
win.
going with the Niners.
Yeah. All right.
I'm going with the Niners.
There you go. And you should. All right, Russo. I'll look to give you the Russo picked it right. All right. Night, Russo.
All right. Have a good night.
Hey, Captain Rex. Yeah, Rex, see the phone number's right on the screen. And if you look at, it's also in the infill below, the description of the video. You'll see the phone number and the PIN number. Anybody that's trying to call in, we're probably going to close soon because we've been here a long time. But anyway, always remember the phone number will be in the description or will be on the screen along with the PIN. Thanks for that contribution too. All right. And of course, Patrick, my homeboy. Listen, guys, one of the reasons why I don't post your scores up is because you're really way too disrespectful. 63 Rams, ain't no way in hell. See, this is why I don't post you guys up or take you guys seriously. You're not serious? Why should I be serious with you? You and your silly buddies, I'm not posting it up. We don't want to. You have no chance of winning. Josh Chapman says, who is stopping Donald? Rams get 5 sacks, go Rams. We stopped them last year pretty well, twice. Thanks for the contribution. Romero Garcia. First off, shout out from North Carolina, but hopefully we can get this dub. Yeah, Romero. Thanks, fam. All right, and which Frank could this be? We got two. Hello, Frank.
Ronbo.
Yo, hey, Frank. Frank, we got the Rams. Frank, man, what do you think is going to happen in this game?
To be honest, Ronbo, the keys to win this game, we got to be clicking on all cylinders. Offense, defense, and special teams. And I believe that Jimmy gonna have to win this game for us, Ronbo.
You think so?
Because I think the Rams gonna stack the box, Ronbo. If you look at it, that's how teams gonna play us now. You know, they're gonna stack the box. I think Rams gonna load that box up and make us throw the ball. And Jimmy G gonna have to bring it home for us. I think he can do it. If you know,
Kyle's already thinking.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying Kyle probably is already thinking that they may be ready for that.
Yeah, and I think we just gonna have to. If Kyle called a play, Jimmy G gonna just have to go out there and execute it. You know, and the receivers. So that's my take on it. I don't have no score. I just gonna say, you know, I just hope we win. But them the three keys for us winning this game, Ronbo. You know, and they gonna load the box. Jimmy G gonna have to get. As soon as he hike that ball, I like when Jimmy G get the ball out quick. That's when he's great. So when you hike that ball and someone going in the slant, you know, he just shoot. The ball come out so fast. So
look for that zone stretch to get some overtime work this week, though, because that also works against that stack in the box. You start stretching people out left and right, and now all of a sudden it starts to wear them out. First of all, you start to hurry the offense up a little bit and get them back on that line of scrimmage. Now you drop one over to George Kittle. There's ways to combat that stack in the box. Aaron Donald is their biggest thing. Our offensive line. There's plenty of ways to combat it, and if 49ers see that coming from what happened last week, and I think they do, I think they got a plan for that. And then again, McVay's going to say, okay, they think we're going to stack the box. Let's not. Let's do this. It's going to be the meeting of the minds in this game, Frank. I got a feeling.
It's going to be about chess. Yeah. You know, it's going to be a chess move, chess type of game. But them the three keys for us to win. Then we had to try to create turnovers. You know, the defense on how to, because I'm not sold on golf. You know what I'm saying? So it's something, you know what I'm saying? So the defensive line should hopefully be able to get some pressure on golf. Hopefully Robert Salah or whatever, call some, throw golf some different type of looks, different type of schemes, so we can try to, get the ball, get some turnovers, and we can win this game, Ronbo. This is a must-win game. Yeah, I think this is the game right here that can turn our season around.
Yeah, because the Rams are 4-1.
That can turn our season around.
Yeah, because the Rams are 4-1, but I don't know that they're not reminding anybody of the Chiefs or anybody that's got that kind of offensive drive.
Right.
So
Rams did what we should have did. They won the games that they supposed to win.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's the only game I give them a little credit on is how they came back against Buffalo.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give them credit for that. Yeah, but they still lost. But I give them credit for coming back in that game. But the teams they beat, them the same they supposed to win them games, just like us. We should have won. We should be 5-0.
Yeah,
to be honest with you, what I'm saying?
Yeah, losing that game to the Eagles was silly, especially the kind of mistakes we made. So, you cannot throw INTs in the fourth quarter, and you got a 3 or 4 point lead. What is that?
Ronbo. Oh, right. So we just got to put. Hopefully, they put the last game behind them, Miami game, and hopefully, but for real, they should be able to build off their loss.
They probably,
what I'm saying? They should feel like, angry and mad and upset, they got embarrassed, and this not gonna happen again. And this can be a motivation to ride off in the sunset. You know what I'm saying? You can look back and like we messed up in the Super Bowl and look back and like, dang, took for that whooping. for us to get here. You know what I'm saying? Look what happened in New England that year. Remember New England? Remember Kansas City beat New England that year? They're like 40-something. They dogged New England. And New England went to the Super Bowl that year. I think that's the year they beat the Rams, I believe, or even they lost.
The year before last.
It was one of them years. Yeah, they went to the Super Bowl that year. So
and they got even at the end.
You know, so I mean, we gonna see what our team made of, Ronbo. This right here gonna see what we made of. That's right here.
Frank, you got a score because we got to go. What score you got?
Oh yeah, I just hope we win. I don't really want to say no score, Ronbo.
That's
I just
cool.
hope that
That's
we
cool.
just win the game.
Cool.
One more thing I want to say, Ronbo.
Real quick.
All these people that call in, Ronbo, that's not 49er fans, Ronbo. Just hang up on a Ronbo. I don't understand why you called a whole nother man, called another person, and you're not a fan of the team. Like, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you I'm talking about Rudy. If you a Rams fan, stay on the Rams radio. Don't call San Francisco radio. Like, come on now. Like, shout out to all my faithful, everybody that hold it down. That's what we going to do. we going to look out for each other. It's a brotherhood, and that's what the faithful about. So, Rudy, man, go on the movies, enjoy your popcorn with your family, man. Just call the Rams, man. We don't need all that, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't need all that, man.
All right, Frank.
Good stuff. Have a good one, Ronbo, man. Stay blessed. I love y'all, man, and I'll talk to you Sunday.
Thanks, Frank. Back at you, fam. Looking forward to talking to you later. All right, night.
All right, Ronbo.
Oh, God. And Jason, Jason thinks that contribution to the team with the most turnovers will win. Or without the most turnovers, I guess. Okay. Time for defense to shine. 49ers 23, Lambs 16. Could be. It's going to be close enough. All right, 501. Area code 501.
Hello?
Yes, Dick. Who is this?
This Big Jeffrey.
Big Jeffrey? Hey, Big Jeffrey. Glad to meet you.
Yeah, Big Jeffrey. 49ers going to win 23-20. 23-20. It's going to be a close game.
Robbie Gold.
The 49ers fans, just calm down. You were down 3 cornerbacks. 3 against Miami. No Williams got hurt. No Moses, and Sherman been gone all year. So you playing against a 6'5", Preston Williams, and 6'3", the other boy, Devontae Parker. They just decimated. No, y'all too hard on Robert Salas and Shanahan and Jimmy. No team, none. Kansas City, no team will win with all them starters out. No Bosa, no Ford.
It's rough.
No Solomon Thomas. All these injuries come. You're going to win the game. It might not be that great of a season, but I'm telling you, no team can endure all them injuries. And with that, 49ers going to the Super Bowl, as physical as they play, as physical as the 49ers play, you could expect that. That's why they always say Super Bowl, some teams don't make it back. It's because of the injuries.
Yeah,
and 49ers just had some bad luck with injuries. And on offense, I wish Jay York, I wish he would have kept Emmanuel Sanders, because you're expecting a rookie in IU to depend on what he learned in the NFL. Debo was hurt. He had a foot injury. He come back. He just get a game on his belt. You can expect some inconsistency. Now, the line hasn't played well, but the 49er fans need to just relax. Like Aaron Rodgers said, RELAX. It's still a great team. Still a great foundation. Did they not expect Ayuk don't get better? Debo gonna get better. He's a second-year player. So Kittle's been out. The thing about it is, Jimmy, the 49ers, the whole team has been injured. And Jimmy, this criticism they giving Jimmy, Kyle Shanahan's a great run. When you watch his scheme, it's a great running system. That's what he get known for, some of the exotic running plays he come up with. But when you over time, when you're looking at the 49ers, you didn't keep Emmanuel Sanders. You're gonna have to have somebody that can threaten the ball downfield. And with that lack of experience, if you put an experienced vet with them young guys, keep an experienced vet with them young guys, you would have beat the Eagles. You'd have beat Arizona. You'd have beat them teams, even with those injuries. But all those injuries, it's the foundation is there's too many good players. Greenlaw's been out. I mean, so many players been out. You can't expect them to really just, they doing a great job with players they picking up off the street. Wide receivers they finding, I don't know, 1-800 wide receiver. But I just think 49ers going to win. The Rams and the 49ers are division foes. Kyle Shanahan to get back to run the ball more. It sets up play action. It slows the rush down. 11 carries, 90 yards for most. That's not enough. And it's sporadic. On the drive, they did score a touchdown. He ran straight down. Nice running plays in there. You can get people off balance. And, it's just one of those games. Everybody has one of those games where, Kendrick Bourne is a reliable receiver. He's the vet in the room. He's in his fourth year? I mean, He had a couple of huge drops on third down. That's how the game got out of hand. That's all I'm saying.
We had too many drops in that game.
Robert Saleh is known as a great. I mean, ever since before this year, Robert Saleh's defense has been great. That's been great. But Robert Saleh took all this heat. I understand he made a mistake.
We got to stop. But that's what happens. When you make a mistake, there's going to be that percentage of fans that want you fired immediately. I don't care what your success has been. You made a mistake. You got to go. We do have a bad habit of doing that. Jimmy,
y'all got great coaches.
Yeah.
Great coaches.
Yeah.
Just relax. Y'all gonna be around playoffs for years and years and years down the road. Relax. Relax.
All right, Phil. Great to meet you, Big Jeffrey. Let's see you Sunday if you get some time, okay? We gotta see if we get some other calls in before it gets too late. All right. Nice, Big Jeffrey.
All right, Ronbo.
All right. And we go to Hayden.
Hey, Ronbo.
Hayden, how you doing tonight, Hayden?
Well, I got a little more nervous. Here's why.
How
We're
come?
home, Ronbo. Do you know how we've been home this year?
Terrible.
We're 0-3 home.
Have we lost 3 games
We
already? Yeah,
turn
we're 2 and
into
3.
like
That's right.
the bank. We turn into like the freaking Bengals at home.
Mm-hmm.
Or like
That's why-
the Washington football team.
Yeah, that's why I thought this Rams game was on the road. I actually was thinking about that, Hayden. You're right. We're not happy at home unless we got the fans in the stands, apparently. And I really wish that they would allow some stadiums are allowing fans in the stands. They got them all separated. They don't fill up the stadium. I don't know why they can't even allow that.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute.
Okay,
Brian
well-
Ford, I have spoke to you about being racist before. If this is your last time, I'm going to tell you. All right, go ahead, Hayden.
Okay, well, so basically, if we run the ball, because Kyle, he pulls, like what happened in the Super Bowl, no, he'll run the ball, halftime, like we were going to win, we were doing all the end arounds, we would have won the Super Bowl, and then once the halftime, don't run the ball, and try make Jimmy be like he's like Aaron Rodgers.
I know, we gotta. I think
How
Hayden,
you gotta how do we point this out? How do we know?
I think Kyle. Hayden, did you notice Kyle in the press conference? I don't like the look on his face.
His head's down.
think-
He didn't have his hat.
I mean, you could barely see his face. The hat was pulled down so low. You know what? Maybe Kyle's a little embarrassed about last week. That's the worst beating he's got since he's been in San Francisco. And it was a team like the Dolphins, they're not that
I know
good.
it's not like it's. I mean, like Elise and the Eagles, it was like a 3.5 point game, and that's not even a good team.
Yeah.
God, what's
Yeah.
going on, Niners?
Yeah.
Get it together.
I think they woke up this week, though. You know,
If
you can
they
tell.
run the ball, I mean, look at Raheem.
Yeah.
He gets. I was so irritated. I was like, that's not Jerick McKinnon, right? No, it's 4th and 1. Kyle, what are you doing? Call timeout. What? No. Oh God, they stopped him.
They've had a whole week to practice.
Raheem gets at least a yard every game.
Oh,
at least of every play.
5 or 6.
Every play.
Yeah. I think he thinks, sometimes I think Kyle thinks he's fooling people, right? So he'll do something you don't expect. Defensive. I mean, I would have ran Jeffrey Wilson Jr. had it been me. I wouldn't even bothered with either Raheem.
I know, Jeff.
You know Wilson's going to give you a yard. Because that's what he does.
Yeah.
But no. Jerick McKinnon. Kyle, if you were going to use Jerick in that situation, throw him a short pass. Yeah, I don't know what he meant by doing that.
A short pass, like he's more like what Tevin Coleman was good at. But then Coleman kind of turned into like a running back, more of a running back than a receiving back.
Yeah, and he runs routes really well. So you should use him in that capacity. If you wanted to use him with 1 yard out, then have him run a short route and jump it off to him. No.
I know. It's like I don't understand.
Run a sneak.
See, but if we just run the ball, we're winning this game.
Yeah. I think you're going to see more. You know, Hayden, they haven't practiced a full week together. Jimmy got a full week of practice in this week, unlike last week. You got Debo. You got everybody out on the field. George Kittle said they had their best week of practice all season. So we might see a better team this week offensively, I think.
Yeah, and at the time, I was like, oh, yeah, Trent Williams. I'm like, oh, my God, Joe Staley. We need you. You played better. You played better injured. He put like in his thing like he was injured, but he was still playing, but he kept it quiet.
True. Hey, we're gonna go. What is your score though? What do you think?
33-27 Niners.
All right.
I was going back and forth. I was saying Rams, Niners, because I'm getting nervous because like if the O-line can't block, like, and if
Jordan and George
shotguns and doesn't run.
If it makes you feel better, George says the offensive line looked better this week in practice too. So we'll see. It's gonna be a close game though. You're definitely in the right neighborhood though.
Yeah.
All right, Aiden. I gotta go, and I'll see you Sunday. Okay.
Bye, Ronbo.
Night, Aiden.
See you Sunday.
It's okay. Looking forward. Night. And Jerry. Yeah. Everybody knows it's going to be down to a field goal, huh? Or maybe 2.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Are you Jerry?
Yes, I am.
Hey, well, come on in, Jerry. What's nice to meet you. You're
nice to meet you too. As you can tell, I'm a younger viewer, but
yeah. At first, I thought so. It's just Jerry sounds like a little Jerry. Well, hey, Jerry, how old are you actually?
I'm 12.
All right, good. And already a 49er fan, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big. The first time I watched one of your shows was the win against the Cardinals on Thursday night last year.
Was that right? All right. You've been a 49er fan longer than that, though, right?
Oh, yeah. I've been a Niner fan since I was like 4. I've watched every game since I was like 4.
I was waiting for you to say something like 8, 9. You go all the way back to you were able to understand and comprehend football at 4 years old. You are special. I like that.
Thanks.
Hey, what are your observations on this game? Now, you got the Rams coming up, and the Rams they're 4-1.
Yeah, I mean,
and
Aaron Donald has been insane this year. Doesn't he already have like 10 sacks?
This guy's really treacherous. So, yeah, I don't know what we're going to do about him, but he does have too many sacks. And I think you're right. He must be somewhere in that vicinity. So,
Aaron Donald is a special player. I hate the Rams, but I can't deny that.
Yeah.
I think if we run the ball, I think we're going to win this game. I mean, I don't know what Kyle's doing. We just need to run the ball And we need Jimmy to be Jimmy. We can't have Jimmy throwing it to the other team.
That was his first
I mean,
INT last week. He hasn't played that many
yeah.
games, but last week
I
was his
think he's
first
going to be a
INT.
lot better. I think he's going to be a lot better this week. I think Eric is going to have an amazing game.
Could be.
I mean, yeah. But here's my last thing.
Okay, go ahead.
I think for the score of the game, this is going to sound crazy. I think the score of the game is going to be like 46-44.
The Chiefs and Rams did that, was that 2 years ago? Neither team was able to play defense, and it ended up being a 100-point game, So, yeah.
Yeah, I think we're going to get like a last-second field goal or something.
And that would be hilarious because all week, if you play a game like that, for 4 quarters, you're going nuts because you get upset for 1 minute, you're happy the next minute, you're upset. It keeps going back and forth for 4 quarters.
Yeah.
That's 3 hours of stress. So in the end of the game, if we win with a Robbie goal, shoots right between, what a climax. That would be great.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And this is just like a must-win game because we
really
cannot go 0-2 in the division.
In the division. And you can't go 2-3 right now, or 2 and 4. What are you talking about? Yeah, that's bad.
We have to play the Cardinals again. We have to play the Seahawks twice. I don't think the Seahawks are that good.
I don't either.
I mean, they barely beat the Vikings,
and they don't play any defense. They keep outlasting teams. How many weeks can you keep outlasting teams?
Yeah. And Jamal Adams, so they gave up like 50 first-round picks. He's been injured the past 3 weeks.
I think he's coming back soon, but
he is? Okay.
Yeah, he's not gonna beat the 49ers by himself, though. We guys got to make sure that DK Metcalf does not provide Russell Wilson that reliable target he's had all season long. That's why they're winning.
I'm just happy they didn't get Clowney back because he destroyed us last year.
But remember, Clowney destroyed us first time because Joe Staley was hurt. The
second
true. Time, Joe Staley made sure Clowney had nothing to do with the game. But then everybody said, yeah, but Clowney's hurt this time. That's football. That's the way it is. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks for letting me talk today, Ronbo.
Hey.
And
Jerry,
go Niners. And we are not tanking for Trevor. We're not tanking for Trevor.
Thank you, Jerry. Exclamation point on that. Nobody's tanking.
Yeah.
We don't tank.
I feel like Jimmy G is our guy for the next 8 years or something like that. He can stay healthy.
Yeah, that's all there is to it. All right.
Yeah.
Great to meet you, Jerry.
All right.
Have a great night, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye.
Yeah, you too, Ronbo. Bye.
Hey.
See you Sunday.
Looking forward. All right. Night, Jerry.
Bye.
Bye. See, guys, this is why I say please watch your mouth. There are kids watching, so please think about that when you call. Please, no hardcore swearing. The F-bomb should never, ever be coming out of your mouth, okay? But beg you guys, please. All right. Hey, fam, I'm going to go ahead and take off. Let's see. Niner Bucks, Rams, 36-20. All right. If you're a 49er fan and you think the 49ers may lose, okay, that's a large score. Jamel Fagan, remember, we're like a wounded dog backed in the corner with no place to go. All of a sudden, that dog snaps, go, Niners 28-21. Isaac Perry says, I don't know if you heard, but in an interview, Russ was asked about who the toughest comp was when he talked about the Niners. He chuckled and said, the Niners are the Niners. Yeah, Russ is he's owned the 49ers for a number of years. He doesn't know his reign has come to the end. Bronco Niners. Big Show says we're tanking for Trevor. Yeah, it's so funny too because I'm trying to remember the last time. Cleveland Browns do appear to be the only team you ever see that's really laying down. I thought I saw the Raiders doing it last year, but they weren't really. The Raiders were trying. They just couldn't do any better. But the Browns are the only team I see that they're clearly not caring about the outcome. JC3771, thanks, fam. He says the Niners have enough dogs in the fight to beat the Rams and start a winning streak. Let's go. This was something that people aren't considering. This is the first week that the entire offensive crew has got a full week of work in. Could be special. Right? Danny Fernandez, 28-14 Niners. All right. And yeah. Well, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get a tuna fish sandwich. And look forward to seeing you Sunday in your face at your place. Get ready for this win. I tell you, look out. A full week of work in. The defense may not have to work too hard. There is the Aaron Donald factor. We'll see how that works out as well. Niners! 3-3 coming up.